7th grade, we promised that we never break each other's heart. Fought with the pressure, a deep depression, while naked making confessions underneath the covers, coloring in the dark. Gay Latoya, my information that she ain't even called. Could it be women?
How did this even happen?
Criminally,
I don't understand what was done here. What is this? What is my life? There we go. What the fuck are you? Okay. We're two grown men. We're two grown men. We can conquer nations, but I can't figure the fucking goal. Oh, wait. Oh. No, I had it fixed, and then you just... I won't fucking wear it anymore.
Oh.
What is this?
Especially now that we have a camera, we shouldn't have a messy desk. Unless it's just covered in games. Unless we just have this entirely covered in game boxes.
Well, I'm just trying to make happen.
We'll eventually get to the point where we shoot it in front of the green screen.
Huh?
We'll eventually get to the point where we shoot it in front of the green screen and then we'll just superimpose a desk.
No, we're just gonna put posters and shit. That would be so much simpler.
Go fuck yourself.
In fact, fuck it, get some tags. We're gonna put the fucking posters on.
No, we need a green screen and we just have footage of us fighting monsters and Monster Hunter in the background of every show. So you just see Aggro in the background.
Spoke about the wisdom that entered into my thoughts, the will of the universe, including the Willendorf. This is art. I'm a god.
Are we live streaming? Grab those laptops and put them in that chair.
Yeah, tell us what's on screen so we know what to get rid of to make it look like we're professional. I meant on the front end. Get with the program. We're all vision impaired, okay?
Yeah, actually. I'm not showing my face anyway.
But now you can see the world through real.
Look at your life.
Look at your life through IMAX eyes. Look at your life in 1080p.
That will be.
So high definition it makes you want to vomit.
So fucking deaf right now.
Nobody thought that was funny.
Nah, it wasn't bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so.
You don't get to know this story.
Okay.
That's the story you don't get to know.
So real quick, I thought last night would be funny.
You guys good?
I was born good. And then I went evil.
Lies. I was gonna shoot a machinima of like Fasa doing internet news machinima. Talking about the D&D show.
I couldn't sleep last night because all I could think about was the campaign. Huh? No, planning, writing.
Oh, D&D, my bad.
Developing NPCs. I'm just like there, like.
Alright, 1 minute.
Galaxies flying through my eyes.
Too bad I have an imagination.
We can do the Batman one. So, I want to get a big bang of that so we can just get the joke out. It wasn't so much called out as I told the wrong bitch the wrong story. She said the story on air. I told the story. When she said Taylor's name, my name, I'm like, I will fucking skin you. Shut the fuck up.
I saw that part of the show.
Off my motherfucking couch. Huh?
I saw that part of the show.
Doing that Halloween stick dick. Is that what you're doing? The little green dick. You got some weed? You trying to get fucked up? Hit that purple shit. Alright, let's go. Justin loves you more. Oh, it was the.
Welcome to the morning.
Trying to seduce my niece with that 90s slow jam bullshit? I'd kill you.
It's kind of so many angles. It's like Engleland. Mouthwash.
Since we're on the topic anyway.
I swear it was an accident, not a test.
Mouthwash.
Not true! It's impossible!
Shut your face.
Should I roll out now after this?
I'm going to break you.
Oh wait, we're on the air?
Every weekday from 7:30 to 10. Check it out.
Oh, man.
That's right. That's the sound of fumbling headphones.
I've just escaped from the belly of the Krampus.
How was it? Warm and sticky, I presume.
It was terrifying. I don't know. I didn't have anything planned for that bit. It was
delicious.
Who else was there with you?
Dick Cheney and my neighbor Timmy. I don't. He was
Well, no. Okay, Dick Cheney, no, because Dick Cheney would shoot Krampus in the face.
And Krampus wouldn't care.
Because he's a demon.
So is Dick Cheney.
No.
No, he's just an asshole. Comparable, but not the same.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Hi, camera.
hi. Look, you can see us in our pretty faces.
I'm really sorry. I'm horrible.
On the day I didn't do my hair or shave or wear a suit.
The one day you didn't do any of
Yeah,
those
he's
things.
actually quite flashy.
The only day.
The sad thing is
I'm always this ugly. Sorry.
The sad thing is that this is a week of not shaving for me. Aside from the chin and that, yeah.
Get in the sack.
My facial hair grows really slow.
Just like the rest of you.
Yeah. Except for in bed.
Did someone's phone just ring? Really?
I think so. Oh, wow. It's like back in the day.
Wow.
Somebody left their phone in here. And it isn't one of ours.
It isn't one of ours. It is someone whose phone is
Welcome to the
charging
mouthwash.
in this room.
But it's like,
Whose was it?
it's on silent.
Is it?
No, it's
Is it
not.
your phone?
It's my phone.
Apparently, it's not on silent.
I was going to pass this blame on to Kelly, but apparently it's your fault. Thanks for ruining the show.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
Oh, well, that was the show. I'm sorry. I'm going to go kill myself. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So, because I wasn't here for the second half of the Christmas special, aforementioned Krampus rotting.
If you haven't heard it yet, go check out the Christmas special. It was fun.
We had a good time making a Christmas special and rewriting songs and poems and I couldn't be
It was
there
full of troll-like holiday cheer.
and pretending it was actively done, pretending that it was done live. That was fun.
Fucking hate you.
Part of my job here is to. He just muted me.
Yeah, fuck you.
He muted me.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for fucking my career.
Happy New Year. Wow, we made us genuinely angry at me. I don't know.
Stop messing with him.
I don't know.
I don't have anything to say about
I told you
that.
stop messing with him.
I don't know.
I'm just a happy observer.
Wow, he muted me like the first day back. I don't know.
He took your voice away.
He took it from you.
You can't silence me, wingman.
We talked about
I'll find a way.
He just came in like Blitzcrank.
Silence.
Cassidy, silence. For you league players
I
out
told you
there.
stop messing with him. I really did. And then he
yes.
just man-of-steeled you.
He just snapped my neck.
You took
spoilers,
my people
I guess.
from me. By the way, oh boy, that movie.
My soul, that is what you have taken from me.
Hey, you guys introduce yourself, right?
Chill.
Oh,
out.
by the way,
We totally haven't introduced
this is the
ourselves.
Mouthwash. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome.
I should have said I'm the gnome and that's Fasa. This is well, either way, you're always still aggro.
Yeah, I'm always Aggro.
He's always aggro.
I'm sorry.
That's the secret. I'm always Aggro.
You just avenge your Hulk punch the
Yeah.
worm thing.
Yep.
Good one. That was actually pretty close.
well done. Well done.
Well, we're gonna try to do the rest of the show without Gnome getting muted, but I highly doubt
late.
that's
Yeah.
Well, you know, Wingman, instead of muting him, just play Robin Thicke in his headphones, just his headphones. Next time he says some stupid shit.
We'll figure it out. We'll make a way.
I know you want it.
Oh.
And he starts getting more mad, like that, just like that.
Jeff Goldblum it. Life will find a way. Just
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
You know I'm the reference king.
I am king of the references.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Anyway,
that
we're happy to be back in 2014. It's good.
Yes, welcome to the very first show of 2014.
I went to the gym the other day and wrote 2013, and the kid behind the counter made fun of me.
Well, he works at the gym, so.
Louder.
He works at the gym, so you get to laugh at him.
Yes, for his crappy job.
I guess so.
Hey, I also have a crappy job. You can laugh at me. It's fine.
No, but your job gets us lots of stuff here at the station, so.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So-
My job is useful if still kind of crappy. I actually don't even mind my job. Anyway, so the point I was trying to make back before I got muted.
Maybe if you weren't talking shit, you wouldn't get muted. Sorry, just saying.
But if I wasn't talking shit, I'm not being me. Let's be serious.
Talk shit, mute button gets hit.
Let's be perfectly serious about this. This show would not be what it is if I did not talk constant shit.
But not to Wingman. You don't pause.
Not
Driver
while-
of the ship.
Not
You
while
don't-
Dad's listening.
You don't talk shit to Wingman. I'm a man. Yeah.
Oh, wait, they can see my facial reaction now. That's like the best part of the show.
That's like the best part of the show that no
what's
one was aware of.
What's the link? It's youtube.com.
It's hashtag Geek Street Mouthwash.
Yes.
GSS Mouthwash.
Hashtag GSS.
Hashtag GSS.
Mouthwash.
You need to write it down.
Search it. Search
Okay.
it in YouTube. It's the first day.
Okay,
I'll get it.
He pissed you off. Don't give me that shit. Wingman looked me in my eyes and gave me some kind of sarcasm. No, like right now. Nope.
We need another, how we have
I'll
the
cut
logo.
you out in Japanese and they'll see it.
We have the logo on the bottom left corner.
Sure.
We need another thing that we can just bring into After Effects real quick. That's just a picture of Wingman's disappointed faces. Did you really face?
We absolutely do need a picture of that.
Hey, Yoko,
And it'll just scroll up from the bottom.
doesn't the mic go so you can see him too, right? Cut to him to just look at the camera. No. If I gotta be on here, you gotta be on here. Look at the camera and just make the face you made it know. He's looking.
He's looking for the camera.
Yeah.
now.
So we did the there was a test show of the hip hop show. We did the Boom Boom Room on Saturday night.
So
That
consider
was,
this the test show of the Mouthwash for the live stream.
there
Yes.
are no tests. There is only reality.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
so
we're trying this out.
historically
No,
speaking,
this-
we don't get test
No,
shows.
this is part.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
historically
saying.
speaking.
Yeah, we don't get test shows, so this is what we're calling our test show, and then next show we're gonna show up in suits and look all awesome. Yeah,
yeah, no,
his hair's gonna grow 8 inches.
right.
Yeah,
That's a new thing we can do is Mouthwash kids like watch how fast Foss's hair grows every day.
me too, man.
It's ridiculous.
My hair grows so fast.
So anyway, the Boom Boom Room had a live stream show. It was lots of fun. It was crazy banana go nuts and uncensored, and I'm totally not proud of it. But it was lots of fun.
I tuned in at the end. It was great.
So you come with this goddamn show. It was lots of fun. So we're happy to be on the YouTubes, and I'm just excited about that. And obviously, we've been talking about doing the YouTube channel up for a while. And big ups to Yoko back there
Since
for
the
actually
beginning.
doing the damn thing.
Yes.
So
Big ups to Yoko.
yeah. So thank you so much.
So yeah,
How was everyone's hiatus?
it was good. It was moderately productive. We did a bunch of Let's Plays.
Yes, and those are so much fun. So much fun.
Hopefully, we'll get them up here shortly.
Yeah.
So anyway, so part of the reason I brought up the Christmas special, but back before I got muted, in the past, before I made Wingman mad.
In the not so distant past.
The point
Literally like 15 minutes ago.
well, I never got a chance to give you guys your Christmas presents.
Oh.
Yeah, I never got a chance to give them because I was taken by Krampus.
Yeah.
And
He fell in the river Styx.
oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's
We're still not sure what that did to him. I got Brother Marguerite with all you. What did he fall in the river Styx?
I should know.
Luckily, I had a pocket full of gold coins. I just started chucking at Charon, and he let me. Take it! Take it! It's practically worthless. We're in the United States. It's just gold.
It's just gold. Cash for gold. So, just real quick, I want to really thank Wingman so much for the Christmas special. I want to thank the rest of both of you guys because it was so much fun to do. Such a cool show. And again, I know I love Christmas, so it was really cool to see us doing some kind of our version of Christmas spirit, but it was lots of fun. So I highly
geeky, nerdy, not
highly recommend that you guys go to Spreaker and tune in and check out the Christmas special because it was a blast. It was one of my favorite shows.
It was a lot of fun to do.
It was so much. It was so good. It's so good.
Seriously, just check it out. Check it out. It's still up there to listen to.
And Cookies was there too.
Yep,
it was so much fun.
We had cookies and
there was music and guest appearances and all sorts of stuff.
And
of course, and Drake Sinatra, aka Flocka or whatever the hell,
aka your favorite baby daddy. AKA.
I need to give him a Pokemon name because you know change the Black Charizard. What's Kelly?
He's gotta be like a Lickitung or a Ditto. I don't know. I mean, if he's your favorite baby daddy, he's got to be a Ditto.
Oh,
yeah, that's
AKA the Blue Ditto, AKA Flocko, AKA
the Take Care Daddy.
AKA. I'll tell him later. He'll kick me in the face, but that's fine. Anyway, Gnome is hiding something under the desk.
I am. So there's a thing that I decided to do since I play an awful lot of Magic, like a lot,
and I used to,
and Wingman used to, and Aggro used to, and I'm just gonna bring you into this world so hard it's not even funny. What I did, so a while back, Magic released their Commander 2014 or 2013 sets, which are basically a series of pre-constructed decks for the Commander format, which is the best Magic format, or what they call Commander, what I call Elder Dragon Highlander, because that's what it was called.
Elder Dragon Highlander.
That is actually the original name of the format, and then Wizards of the Coast decided they were going to print it and didn't want to use that name.
Be one Elder Dragon.
Yeah, exactly. So what I've got is I've got 3 of the Commander decks. That I'm going to give. I've also picked one for myself that I've been playing with. Oh, that's right. There's a camera now. I can do this.
We're really trying to get used to this.
Test show.
Ooh. So we've got.
I thought that was Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy for a second.
No, I think you've just picked which one you're getting.
No, I want the one with the flaming dragon on it. Shut up.
So we've got MTG Commander decks.
Can you see those, Yoko? Cool. All right. Just checking.
So the reason it's these 3 that I'm giving out are 2 reasons. One of them is the one that I'm playing with, and so I don't want anyone to pick up a duplicate of the one that I'm playing with, just because that would make us have much more interesting games as a collective.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving out this one back here, for those of you Magic Gathering players, because it's worth too much goddamn money.
How much did all these cost you?
They were like 30 apiece, I think. I think the entire thing was like 135 or something, because I got a discount for buying them all 5 at once.
Rolling in the deep.
You can see us sing now too. Some of us have jobs. Yeah, that was directed directly at you.
I know you look.
I have 2.
Hey, me too. Yeah. Kind of.
As I push the mic out of my face.
I'm useless, so.
But yeah,
2014. Let's.
I guess 3 jobs if you can.
Turn up.
Yeah. So I'm going to be giving one of each of these to my esteemed co-hosts Fasa and Aggro, and of course to the Wingman as well, so that we can sit around and play Magic.
This is for Wingman and the listeners, since you can both see it now.
Yeah. you don't even Yoko or. What is it? Yoko? Sorry, I don't know. New people and things. I don't know what's going on. I know his real name, not his fake name.
Well, that really doesn't do much for us.
That is his real name. Da. No, I am fire. Yoko is giving me crap about not getting him one. Well, he doesn't get one because he wasn't part of the Mouthwash. Until like literally right now, so whatever.
It's kind of true.
That shit got real.
So wait a year.
We haven't been doing this for a year.
So, but we are coming up on a break. We'd like during the break, I'll get these passed out. We'll figure out who gets which one. And when we come back, we'll be talking news. Some of the news of 2014.
You know how this goes.
And we'll be talking some of our favorite stuff upcoming in 2014. Yeah, that's a thing that we can do.
Yeah.
Talking about movies
and all kinds
games.
All kinds of other stuff that's been announced during our hiatus, and there's lots of stuff that's been announced during the hiatus.
It makes me laugh, by the way. We all frantically at one point took off our headphones, and they totally got to see it. Oh,
I love this camera thing until
it's entertaining.
I'll see all this sexy ear action.
Yeah, exactly. You get to see Aggro's ears now.
Yeah.
I like pointed from the front.
When we come back, more of Aggro's ears. We'll be right back.
I'll just open up the show with
here on Das Mouthwaffen. The Mouthwash.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome,
and we're back, baby.
Yeah.
Brand new shenanigans.
Yes.
KGSS.
It's already cut. Okay.
Are we cut on YouTube as well? Are we? Hey, Wingman. Are we cut on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Green deck.
Just snap it all the way down.
That is thoroughly appropriate.
I just want the smoked one.
So am I allowed to put the giant card in my deck?
No, I'll actually explain how this works when we actually sit down to play.
Okay.
3 giant cards. There are 3
I wonder which card I'm drawing this turn. With the rest of your normal size cards.
Oh, is that thing? Just the giant card?
Yeah. That's probably your
sorry.
commander.
Oh, sorry.
Or something like that.
Sky Radio Cure.
Marith, Will of the Wild.
So I finally saw this thing on Facebook. It was talking about
Saw something on Facebook.
that was something like what element your zodiac symbol is, and I finally got fire. I was like, yes! Because I'm always earth or some stupid shit.
Mine was water, and I'm like, I'm not passionate. About
did you see that one I was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it was earth, fire, water.
Although technically by Chinese astrology, my element's water, too.
What's mine?
I don't know.
I'll decide that.
I don't know other people's astrology stuff. I just know mine.
What am I, Sagittarius, right?
I just told you I don't know
Oh, well, I
other
was just-
people's
Shut up.
astrology stuff.
About to.
Do you have the list of the new sponsors?
No.
And this is the one that I'm playing. Except that mine's already open and I've altered it.
Well, we can always talk about Clutch.
We're not doing sponsors on air, though, are we?
Yeah, we're not.
Not anymore? Okay.
Yay, my suggestion went through.
Oh, that means I don't have to wait. That means I can wait until we have 30 seconds to throw to break. I don't have to do a sponsor.
Right.
Very happy.
As long as you guys stay on it and actually go to break when I give you the signals. Yeah.
That's fine. At 30 seconds, like, give me a minute so I can try to.
Yeah, I'll try and give you the 5, the 3, the 2, and the 1 still.
If you give me a minute, I can try to wind down conversation and then actually throw at 30 seconds.
Word. Less than 2 minutes. You're at about 1:45.
Also remember to say
It's a connection for you.
where you can listen to us.
Yes. Plugs.
And
Plugs.
also telephones.
Oh, are the phone lines working?
They can at least call in.
Can we put links at the bottom?
Yeah.
Can we put links at the bottom of the YouTube video?
Well, you should be linking them to the.
No,
YouTube
I'm
video.
saying for other links because people like hearing just check the links.
Yeah.
I
That's fine.
spend a lot of time on YouTube.
That's fine.
People are used to that. We can have hyperlinks and stuff.
1 minute.
So I'm saying later we can put links there so I can just say chuck the links for other information.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be adding that stuff.
We'll be getting all that squared away. It's just not ready yet.
Headphones are so messed up, Wingman.
Still too loud or what?
Yeah, mine's turned all the way down and I'm getting like background noise buzzing in them.
Well, but is it blowing out your ears?
No, not at this point.
No.
Because my headphones are turned all the way down.
Headphones are making a like
I'm aware.
noise.
I'm hearing it too. 30 seconds.
Okay.
It sucks, but they just changed the
Okay.
board on me. Forgive me.
It's not you. We were just letting you know.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Damn.
Alright.
Jesus.
Frosted
Alright.
Flakes, nigga, damn.
Frosted Flakes indeed. 15
Calm
motherfucking
your
seconds.
tits.
When they were
Can't
changing the
calm
board, we
my
were like,
tits.
Pledge your birds.
shouldn't do that. Wingman's gonna be
10
upset.
seconds. Mics are coming on.
Don't do it. Dad's gonna be mad.
gonna come in, but y'all stopped and.
Sorry.
I'm
Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome.
Welcome back to the Mouthwash.
Welcome back indeed.
Welcome back. Welcome back is indeed
Because
the
it's
word.
this early in the morning and you're on YouTube or on
Somewhere.
the internet doing something.
Speaking of, go to youtube.com. Look for us.
That's
hashtag GSS Mouthwash.
And we're live streaming right now.
Yeah, we're live.
So if I just slap Gnome
on
in the
the
face, it's just there. Just real quick.
There's also comments there you can talk to us.
I just want to tell a quick story about when me and Aggro came in here and they switched the board again. Mm-hmm. And literally, me and Aggro were just walking around going, Wingman gonna kill you. Wingman gonna kill you.
Did you tell Wingman? Did you ask Wingman?
Did you?
You don't just do that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to deal with the repercussions of that.
do you understand?
You're not here every morning.
Yeah, do you understand that the board's going to hit me in the face at some point in time? You keep changing this board on him. So
yeah.
Big ups to Wingman for just being the best he can be.
Just rolling in the deep.
Just balls deep.
Wingman chasing us around the studio with a fire axe, just saying, I'm not going to hurt you. Just going to bash your head in.
Man, well.
I love The Shining, by the way.
No.
That movie scared me as a kid.
I never would have guessed that you would have loved
Red Rum.
I was actually very close to picking up like a Blu-ray 3-pack that had The Shining, Clockwork Orange in 2001.
Actually, I have yet to see Clockwork Orange.
Oh, I totally should have picked it up. Now I'm sad. It's Clockwork Orange is amazing. You, especially Aggro, will absolutely love.
I've heard
Clockwork
it's my
Orange.
kind of movie, so I'll watch it.
Touch of that ultraviolet.
But if you like the movie, you should call in at 1-855-303-GEEK. That's 1-855-303-4335.
In
That's
addition
right.
to,
You can watch us on YouTube and comment and call us.
or you can listen to us on Spreaker.com. Check out Spreaker.
So really, this means that there's no reason for you not to know about
No,
us. So
seriously.
get on it.
Do it.
The boundaries are dissolving. You're practically in the room with us.
No, you're not.
Soon, with virtual reality technology, you'll be able to touch us.
I'm going to go out of frame.
I'm gonna go out of frame. Oh,
Sorry, I'm having fun with the fact that we're on camera now.
I just want to say that this show is gonna get a lot more interesting. The fact that I can now have dead air, but you can still see me.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
so the problem is we are still catering to our audio listeners, so we're still not going to have dead air. I will slap you.
Oh no! Oh no!
If we have dead air, I will slap you, and that will cease to be dead air because of the noise it makes.
Oh, and then
And
you're
plus,
gonna
then
see me.
people watching get to see you get slapped.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody
So-
wins.
And then the eventual murder of gnomes. I think everyone will.
I think
Yeah.
it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's win-win.
It's win-win for our listeners.
And then we'll take it to
if not-
live.
if not for
We'll
us.
take it to live leak because it was a murder. And then people can watch it, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Everyone wins. It's really a good.
Pretty
time.
sure we'll go viral if somebody gets murdered on our
Yeah,
stream.
just
I'm
stab
pretty
you right in the eye,
sure.
and just
Pretty
look
sure
at the
we'll
camera.
get millions of hits. I vote for Aggro.
Did you see that dude get stabbed? Wait, we're stabbing Aggro?
To murder people?
Yeah, no, to be murdered.
No, I said you.
Well,
But you
no,
saw me.
No, but we should totally not murder me because I want to be part of the benefits. So you should murder Aggro so that I'm the only one left when we go viral.
Or now follow me on this. No one gets stabbed, and you don't slap me.
There's dead air. I'm just saying. That's
I'm just saying. I have a knife.
He does have a knife.
he does.
Oh,
Actually,
okay. Everyone wants to see my birthday knife because it's awesome.
I'm still pretty sure that it's whatever.
It's the same as his.
I know. I'm pretty sure he shouldn't have shown his knife on
You should
camera.
just go to the news.
So we're gonna go over to the news now.
Cool flash animation.
It was just
thing
a
that worked on
self-defense warning. I'm not going to murder anybody. I'm just saying if it's going to come down to me being murdered, somebody else is going to get hurt.
You see,
I
this is
know
what
you want it. No, no one else. No. No one else wants it.
Just walked in the room. I know you want it. With a
I
question
know.
mark.
I know.
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll just go.
Speaking of music, Snoop Dogg did a music video which has like a Pokemon homage in it and like various old video game.
If Snoop Dogg plays Pokemon,
And by Snoop Dogg, of course, I mean
Lion.
Snoop Lion.
if Snoop Lion, if you play Pokemon,
Snoop Pyroar.
yes, yes.
We have officially
Snoop Furfro.
No, maybe like Mighty Anna or something.
That's a hyena, though.
He's kind of a dog. Poochiana.
we're
Snoop Poochiana.
first of all, it's Snoop Snubble.
Snoop
First of
Snubble.
all,
That's a fairy type.
so
But it's still a dog.
It's the most doggiest of Pokemon.
It's the most doggiest Pokemon.
Aside from Arcanine or Stoutland.
Stoutland's pretty cute.
But anyway, not the point. The point is, check out Snoop Lion's new video.
What's the name of the song?
Let's take a look. I don't know. I just
called I Play Pokemon by Snoop Dogg.
The top story on.
My original point was that's freaking awesome. So, if Snoop Dogg plays Pokemon, y'all should be playing Pokemon. Anyway,
it's Snoop Lion Getaway featuring Angela Hunt.
Well,
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. I don't even really know who Snoop Lion is anymore. What have you done to yourself?
He's still better than you, so
I don't know that I'd use the word better, but
he's still richer than you.
That is certainly true.
And obviously, when we try to be better.
I don't think I make those words synonymous because there are plenty of people I'm better than that have more money than me.
Don't look at me like that.
What?
Like what?
Okay. So I'm going to talk while they're just staring at one another. For those of you who aren't watching this on YouTube, which by the way, go to youtube.com #GSS Mouthwash.
Welcome to plug the show.
I'm just going to plug that over every time that y'all do something that is just dead air and I have to fill. I'm just going to plug YouTube.
So if you want to see what just happened, you can.
Yes. Yeah. Because visual gags. Woo!
just how he just leans out of frame.
Yep.
I'm gone.
Anyway,
they're like dogs on the internet. Like, where'd you go? Oh, he's back. You were gone for so long.
Right. So
Daddy's gone.
Alrighty. So I'm actually going to go into news. I think I'm going to start with the biggest story.
That's what she said.
I think you need to brace yourself.
That's what she said.
That's what I said.
Oh.
Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
So now I feel like a dick for making those two jokes.
is dead. Yeah.
That was our moment of silence. That was the moment of silence.
There was a moment of silence for James Avery, who played Uncle Phil.
What's sad is like people out there just have no idea who we were just talking about.
And Shredder.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people.
He was the original voice.
He was
of
the
Shredder.
original voice of Shredder.
And also just the father of a lot of black men during the 90s, so not literally.
No, he is literally
the metaphysical father
of
all the 90s black men.
I mean, I went to me.
Okay.
Yeah. He died from complications due to open heart surgery, which he got on November 11th. And he died a few weeks later. So, sad day. Uncle Phil, you will be missed.
How's Will Smith doing?
How's what?
How's Will Smith doing?
I think he's
still
fine.
rolling in money.
He's
trying
still,
to make his son popular.
Yeah, he's still actively
With
trying to make
terrible
his
movies.
children popular.
First of all, shots fired.
Yeah.
Of course we're gonna shoot. Of course, shots will be fired if you blatantly put your son in a movie that you write and star in and direct in, and the movie sucks.
What movie?
If you did it
What
and it
movie?
was good, After Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, did you see Karate Kid?
So Karate Kid was good.
No, I haven't. Actually.
I'd like Karate Kid.
I don't
Did
mind
Will
Jaden
Smith write Karate Kid?
No.
No.
Yeah, it was
Did
a
he
remake.
star in it alongside him in Karate Kid? Was he
No,
Mr.
He just directed
Miyagi?
it. No, he just directed it.
He did direct it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. He directed it. Jackie Chan
Well,
was the
that
sensei.
surprising news aside, After Earth sucked.
Did you see? I haven't seen it, and you may be right. I've heard mixed things. Whatever. Did you see? What was it? Pursuit of Happiness?
No, not yet.
Also really good
By
movie.
the way,
not saying I don't like Will
totally
Smith.
didn't direct the Karate Kid.
Yes, he did.
No, he totally did not.
Was he a producer?
He probably was a producer. He's always a producer. Everyone's always a producer. Being a producer doesn't mean anything anymore.
Except when Will Smith does it.
Or when Jerry Bruckheimer does it. Jerry Bruckheimer is the only producer you ever feel his hands in, like specifically him. It's like him and Michael Bay.
Who directed it?
Harold Zwart. I don't know who that is.
I feel like there's a reason I've never heard of him.
He did. Oh no, actually, he did like One Night at McCool's and.
Either way, The Karate Kid was really, really good. I liked it a lot. It was a remake, but it wasn't really like the first movie because it's actually in China. So and the main character's black.
Danielson.
Yeah. So it was. I liked it a lot. I haven't seen After Earth, but you know.
No, it's. Don't see it. Don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. This is another one of those times that I can tell you don't see it.
One of those movies like that.
I don't think
that planned fourth Indiana Jones movie that never made it to production.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the YouTube channel, like an ad for Indy 4 just pops up. Just like, that. But I mean, my point was being that I think Jaden Smith's a pretty good actor. He's just young, so let him go on.
I just think the blatant nepotism is what bothers me.
That doesn't bother me because
if your dad was Will Smith, you'd be trying to be in movies too. Don't even.
That's just the thing. What bothers me is the stupid things he says on Twitter, which get turned into memes by the internet.
Who?
Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith's Twitter is full of this shenanigan, pseudo-philosophical teenage bullshit
that we've all said before.
Yes, but none of us were famous and had a bunch of followers that were preaching our word.
So is that his fault? Or
that was a phase for us to go through to actually become adults without actually influencing anybody around us.
Yeah, he has more responsibility.
I think you're mad at Jaden Smith for the internet stupidity, and that's not fair.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No. I'm fully accepting of the internet stupidity.
Oh yeah, the internet's real dumb.
So YouTube hashtag GSS Mouthwash. We want to see this live stream because I'm about to bitch slap both of these people. So that's coming. Stay tuned for that because it's going to be fantastic. Meanwhile, news.
Moving away from Dead Uncle Phil.
Moving on.
Wait, he died in real life? Yeah.
No, he died in The Fresh Prince.
No, it's not unusual.
Seriously, it's sad.
To be loved by everyone.
Also, the original voice of Shredder. Seriously, you'll be missed. Anyway, moving on to another dead
Except
person.
by the Ninja Turtles.
Moving on to another dead person, they're going to use existing footage to, quote, retire Paul Walker's character in Fast and Furious 7.
I knew it!
You can't hear it from here, but Wingman's in the back going, I knew it! I knew it!
Question, Wingman. Did you know that I was going to that story next?
No.
Or did you know that they were going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is he going to die in a car crash?
No, I think they're actually going to retire him. They're not even going to kill him, which I think is just a.
I mean, kill him. Use the actual car crash footage.
It's like apparently a fiery car crash, but you're worse than I am in so many ways.
No, that's completely fine because that's.
How would that be fine? How could that ever possibly be fine?
Because it would sell tickets. I'd watch it. I've never seen any of the movies. I'm like, I gotta go see this shit.
My God, you're the worst person. You're the worst human being in this room, and I think that is impressive.
I would say that's impressive. I don't believe he is because I still go to sleep with myself at night.
That's the best way to describe masturbation. I'm going to sleep with myself tonight.
No, I meant it as I live in my own head, so I don't think you're the worst person in this room.
To be fair, I don't now actually think you're the worst person. But
I didn't think it was that bad. I was just being real.
No, that's
pretty bad.
Really, really bad.
I'm not saying sorry.
Using the actual footage of someone's death to kill off their character in a movie, that's really bad.
No, that's called art.
No.
That's called extortion.
Extortion, yeah.
Is it extortion?
That's called boycott, is what that's called. Okay.
Oh, you call you spell extortion ART, I thought. No? Okay.
Okay.
Well, my bad.
Anyway, I'm going to move on to other dead things. Veronica Mars. We officially have our first trailer of the Veronica Mars movie.
I just thought you were name off some more people who died. I'm like, can we stop with the death news? Like, goddamn.
Someone else died. I just
I'm going to slap you. I'm going to slap. Oh.
It was someone that did something a long time ago, and I can't even remember what it was.
That's the most apt description of anyone ever.
It was the director of the original Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the
animated.
Yeah, the animated movies.
He died too.
I had somebody try to tell me that those were better than the new movies, and I looked at them and I said, "You're stupid."
Better story.
They're good. No, I still appreciate them for what they were, but Peter Jackson did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
That's just.
Well, anyway.
Just acknowledge when something is better than what you like.
That's my life.
But
I'm
anyway,
talking to you. I'm talking to you, Digimon fans. I'm looking at the camera. I'm talking to you.
All 9 of you.
Except when something is better than what you like.
Wait,
Pokemon.
I actually like Digimon.
I do too.
I mean, Pokemon's better.
I'm one of
See?
mine.
Yeah, that's fine. You can like Digimon.
No, to be
Just
fair,
accept that Pokemon's
to be
better.
fair, the Digimon cartoon is better than the Pokemon cartoon all day, every day.
Okay, that's true.
No, because it doesn't have Team Rocket.
Team Rocket is awesome, but that's the only good part of
Shut the hell up.
that show.
Team Rocket, plus it has Pokemon battles. You don't get to watch Pokemon battles in Digimon.
No, you get to
to
watch
watch
Digimon
Digimon battles.
Pokemon battles are better.
Battle.
No.
Tell me how and I'll believe you.
Explain why you like Pokemon. You know what? We'll say
Especially in like the...
no. We'll say this for another part of the show.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We will talk Digimon versus Pokemon, cartoon versus...
I don't even need to explain it. No.
Yes, you do,
Do you want to
because
know
this
what
is
my
radio.
explanation is? It's that it has Pokemon in it. That's why the Pokemon battles are better.
We'll actually talk about this. We'll talk about this later. Anyway,
Yeah.
I want to move on, but the trailer for the Veronica Mars movie, the sort of long-awaited, that fan-funded, fans trying to bring back Veronica Mars, that then they're now making a movie, is...
What's Veronica Mars?
Veronica Mars was a TV show in the 90s, I think, that people... it's actually not the 90s. I think it's the early 2000s. I think it's
They're
late
trying
90s,
to Firefly
early 2000s.
it, but it wasn't as good as
It was-
Firefly.
It was like...
I would, but I can't.
That was Veronica Mars.
It was almost...
Oh.
Like, it was almost... Twin Peaks high school edition.
Something we meant.
Like it was murder mystery and like intrigue, and she was trying to investigate the death of her friend. I was never a big Veronica Mars fan. I just know that a bunch of people were, and now they're making a movie because people.
I just feel like that money and time would be much better spent on a Beast Wars remake.
I think all money, I don't think there is a better thing that could be done right now. I think all money and time would be better spent on a Beast Wars remake.
Yeah. So Veronica Mars, I'm sorry, but throw yourself into the abyss.
And I'm not talking Beast
Wars.
Machines. I'm talking Beast Wars.
Agreed.
There's a difference.
There is a
Get it
difference.
right.
Get it right.
I swear for God.
YouTube is squashing us. I'm squashed by YouTube. Anyway, so don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Hashtag GSS Mouthwash.
I like the little movements.
I'm looking at you, listeners.
Looking at you.
Yeah, we'll be right back here on the Mouthwash. When we come back, we'll talk more news. We'll finish more news. I'm going to brief my co-hosts on news so they can actually think about some of the stories.
I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome.
And this is Mouthwash.
That's right here.
Yeah, that's what you're
And
watching.
we'll be right back, so stay tuned.
Slash
Yes,
listening.
yes.
KGSS.
KGSS.
Check us out on Spreaker too. You can also just listen to us. I'm just saying, you can do that. It's a thing.
But you
do.
can see us.
But you can see us out of frame.
Out of frame. I can't do it, though. I feel like... I have to give him... I have to... Hey, Wingman, is this appropriate?
You didn't move. You moved the mic, so no.
No. Really? That's it?
That's why it's inappropriate. Anyway,
Scoot back.
so in the past 3 days, EA has lost the heads of 3 publishers.
This is not my
What do you
to
mean,
death
lost
or-
the heads?
The president of EA just goes, you like 300?
died in real life.
No, he like 300 just rolls up on someone. It's just the heads of the fucking
No, dude.
EA.
No, Kill Bill style.
Oh.
He's like, really? Walks across the table. Ladies and gentlemen of the board.
Does anyone else have anything to say?
In less than
Whatever, man. Make Dead Space 4 4-player multiplayer and have nothing to
Fuck
do with
that.
horror.
Fuck
okay.
Fuck it.
That's all I wanted.
Thank you. Just cartwheel out of the seat.
All right. Let's make exclusively sports games. Yeah. Let's do it.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's make Battlefield and...
So they quit. They quit.
Okay, so the
Sorry.
heads
Or they
of
fired them.
developers of 3, the heads of 3 different developers within, or 3 different publishers within EA, or Studio Net. They lost the head. They just lost the head of Chilingo, which released the original Angry Birds.
Damn.
So what do you mean by lost? Like they quit or
quit.
they? Okay.
Yeah, they won.
Damn, they just walked out on
Yeah,
EA.
you should probably explain this after the break a little.
They lost.
Huh?
You should explain this after the break a little.
No, he's telling us so we can talk about it.
So they
Okay,
can
word.
prepare.
Yeah.
Um,
That's something we talked about during the hiatus.
So they just lost the heads of Chilingo just quit.
First of all, that takes balls.
Before that, I'm sorry, the first thing they lost the PopCap, the head of PopCap.
PopCap games.
Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, that's
Didn't they just make
huge.
that game?
PopCap, that's been around for a while.
No, the Garden Warfare. Didn't they just come out with that? Like the Gears of War shooter?
You ever played Magic?
There's another one right there. You're right.
Yeah. I was the reason I wanted the deck.
How, it
Okay.
was
I'll also explain how this works. I'm going to do it on the air. So, actually, I don't know.
I haven't seen an orc in forever in Magic.
Oh, yeah. There's occasional works.
I've seen an orc since like 3rd edition. Like,
And then they lost the head of Criteria.
No.
Burnout, Eat for Speed, Bush Slaughtered.
Damn. It's here. Oh, I have my own knife.
isn't it nice?
It is nice to have a knife.
Yeah, like I hadn't had one
2
for a while,
minutes.
and now I
2
realize how much I
minutes.
like.
You should not be cutting it open that way. Always cut the blade away from you. Well, because if
Why won't you let me die?
you got plastic on the blade.
So basically, like, Plants vs. Zombies, Major Birds, guys. Yeah. So that's pretty fucking crazy. I don't remember if they said it, they know it. They'll talk about it.
I just forgot.
They just came out with the third one?
Oh, there's another card.
Okay. So here's how that works. Pick one of these 3 legendary creatures out of your deck. Small card.
Okay.
For you, it's the Shattering Brothers, Sequar, Deathkeeper, or Prosh. Sky Raider of Care.
1 minute.
This is to the dragon.
That is your gem. So pull them out of the deck.
I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of...
Geekstreetsociety Radio.
Where is the rebel base?
I can hold it. No, I'm all right.
Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
What?
You're far too trusty.
Geekstreetsociety.com. Geekstreetsociety.com.
Can the Dolphin just be a new Batman villain?
I'll stop you, Batman.
Hey, Green Arrow, you gonna do some Green Arrow stuff? You know what? You think you're better than me? With your hair and your pants.
Smacky the sidekick. I can shoot it right off your head.
And this is the Mouthwash.
That's what mouthwash. I would have done it, but, you know.
10 seconds. Mics are coming on.
I love these guys.
5, 4, 3.
During the break, Fasa and Aggro were opening their magical cards.
I actually know what they mean. Fasa's never.
Awesome
played Magic
dragon
before,
card.
so-
That's friggin' gigantic, but it's cool. So thank you.
Yay,
Gnome.
awesome giant dragon. Anyway,
Thank you.
Yeah,
I like the
you're,
orc
you're,
guy.
you're very welcome. I'll be teaching them how to play Commander EDH.
I think I've played
Commander.
it before.
Yeah.
like once or twice.
But after the show, I'll be teaching them. Actually, we could totally film that and like record that. See if anybody's interested. Anyway, wait, no.
Not doing it.
No, apparently Wingman's not doing it.
Wingman, shut that shit
needs
down.
needs to be in
Into
here.
Magic with Gnome and the
Wingman-
Mouthwash crew.
Wingman needs to be in here for that, so I can teach him the rules of EDH. Yeah.
He's still not recording it, but yeah.
Well, damn. Okay.
Damn him.
So yeah. Next, moving on to with more news. So there's only a couple more news stories that.
I know you're hitting that one movie that got the released.
Oh
right?
yes. Oh yes, because we've got our first picture from Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm going to post.
So it's a real thing, y'all.
If
It's
you wanna
a
go-
If you're a real
thing.
nerd, you've already seen it. If not,
If you want to
Or if you're a real nerd, you'd see it again. So
yeah, go to Facebook.com, search up hashtag Geek Street Society.
yeah, it looks really cool. Groot looks freaking cool. I like the way Groot looks.
Rocket Raccoon looks kind of surprisingly scrawny. I was expecting him to look a lot closer to sort of the Marvel vs. Capcom kind of fluffy. Just looks like a bipedal raccoon. And
Well, it kinda does.
they kind of made him kind of lankier, and I was expecting him to be fluffier. You know?
Oh, okay.
Real kind of cute and cuddly. That we're gonna work
Honestly,
out a
for me,
missile
he's too much in shadow to really get a good look at him. So, but I mean, what you can see of him is really cool.
I just want him to be British for no reason, like he is in the games.
Yeah.
Because
as long as he cusses a lot in an alien language, I think we'll be good.
if you're in space, you have an accent from an Earth language.
Exactly. Well, that's how it works.
just for the same reason that you're an alien that has nothing to do with Earth, but you look like an Earth raccoon. Because
Space.
Because space. But yeah, Groot looks cool.
Groot looks cool. Actually, Drax doesn't look bad. I'm still curious to see how Dave Bautista does, but
Star-Lord looks pretty cool too.
yeah, I'm interested to see what Chris Pratt does with that role, because Chris Pratt is ridiculous.
Is it ridiculous good or ridiculous bad?
Have you ever seen Parks and Recreation?
No.
He's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
He plays in that show. He plays sort of a bumbling man-child.
Yes.
Yeah.
He plays a guy who just kind of never grew up or got educated in any way, it seems.
I was going to say me, and then you said the edge. I was like, no.
And like leeches off the women that he's with.
Yeah.
Also, not me at all. Okay. Don't.
I didn't bring it up. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna move.
Point is, he plays a bumbling man-child, and that's all I've seen him in. So I'm kind of curious how he'll play Star-Lord.
Yeah, we'll be interested to see how that happens.
You can now see the abuse that is this show.
I totally didn't bring it up. That's all I have to say. I wasn't going to mention anything. I wasn't going to say a damn word. And then you're just, well, anyway. So, moving right along. Moving right along.
Barrel riding right along.
Barrel rider.
Marvel has been granted exclusive rights to create and publish Star Wars comic books and graphic novels.
I remember reading that the other day.
Beginning in 2015.
Meaning that Dark Horse no longer has the rights to it.
Right, because
they're like, don't worry, we still have Hellboy.
Because
Which
Marvel,
is true. You still have Hellboy.
That's true. You
made
do
one
still
in a
have
while.
Hellboy. It's because Marvel and Star Wars are now owned by the same company.
Right.
So in the same
that
way,
makes sense.
in the same way that Warner Brothers always makes all of the DC cartoons, Disney is now just going to use their own in-house comics publisher to publish their Star Wars comics. So
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It just makes sense.
It should be good, honestly. Yeah. Like Marvel has the money to pay really good writers. Whether or not they do is another thing to be seen. But
Marvel's usually really good with that.
Sometimes.
Usually.
Let's be serious. They kept Rob Liefeld on for way too long.
You can shut up.
Rob Liefeld is terrible, and you know it.
I'm not disagreeing.
I mean, seriously,
we're on a radio show.
Cable has giant teeth and could just bite your head off.
We should
for
move
no
on.
reason.
Break out into tears.
And like
From the future, the man out of time. He ain't a fool.
7,000 pockets that are too small to hold anything bigger than a bullet. Like I'm just saying.
He's the guy who drew that picture of Captain America with his chest like out to here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy
He was
that
bad at proportion.
Anytime you see someone that never has feet, because he couldn't draw feet, and giant teeth and like too many pockets, that's probably
and pectorials that could
and his
help children.
His neck starts here and then his chest is over here.
Yeah. That's probably fun. I'm not usually a big aesthetic guy, but if it's too bad, it bothers me. And I hate
it was a sort of
take it from the artist. It's bad.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Moving along.
I like that they can see our facial expressions now.
Yeah. You're just hamming it up for the camera, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Those two are loving it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just doing the show as normal, and they're just like losing their minds. Except for when I
think we're pretty much doing the show the same. It's just now they can see the crap that we do.
Now we're just doing funnier stuff. Or I'm sorry, we're trying to be funnier, which
visually
in itself is probably not helping. So we should just stay focused.
So I'm going to move on to the news story. We were talking about this during the break. EA has officially started losing the heads of publishing groups.
And by that, he means legitimately EA rolls upon a publisher with the heads of fallen kings, like 300. Just
I think they've just been putting them in their pockets and washing them. They can't find them again. I don't know. No. In all seriousness, the heads of various studio heads. Yeah, studio heads have been
cable pockets.
Just a tiny, just one bullet.
One bullet pocket.
One bullet in the pocket.
Hey, that bullet needs its own pocket.
It's true. It's got to stay warm.
Yeah, it's like it's
That's a bullet for it.
It's the Cuban from Iron Man 2. Just one. Just in case.
Just in case. Exactly. Yeah.
So EA apparently is so bad.
Apparently, we don't know exactly what's going on, but in the past week, the heads of 3 different studios have left EA.
I believe it.
Not
like wholeheartedly. I believe it.
Wandered away or like died. They just
just got up from the desk and said, "F this, I'm done." Walked out.
Wait, is there not details as to their disappearance? Does it just say they're gone?
No, EA wouldn't let that out. EA is an abusive girlfriend. They don't want you to know
it's
shit.
their friends and family. Where are they? They're not at work.
I'm gonna look into this a little bit more.
I mean, I don't. And so, who are the people that left?
The people that left are the studio heads of Criterion, who made Need for Speed, Most Wanted, Burnout.
I like Burnout.
Those kind of games.
All those racing games that aren't quite as successful as Gran Turismo.
Actually, they're more successful. You know why? Gran Turismo is only on the PS3. Need for Speed is on every platform, including next gen.
That's true. Is it as successful though?
Probably but don't get me wrong. The new
I just
Gran
want to
Turismo,
see numbers. I just want to know.
Gran Turismo for PS3 is pretty, but
Gran Turismo is famous because it looks so good. That's it.
Yeah. Well, that and it's a
good racing game, but like
driving
Burnout
simulator thing.
Right, but Burnout and Need for Speed are just good racing games.
Well, Burnout isn't really a good racing game. Burnout is my favorite racing game because it's unrealistic.
I guess the real question is...
But it's fun racing game is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I suppose the real question is it better than Mario Kart? And the answer is no.
No, the answer is always no.
Burnout, kind of.
Burnout is like Mario Kart for
adults.
Adults, yeah. Except you don't get the power-ups.
How is Mario Kart not for adults?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? It's clearly not
It's
intended.
very clear that most Nintendo fans for games like that are adults.
Now, they weren't when those games came out.
I'm not talking about Mario Kart 64. I'm talking about the current generation of Mario Kart.
Did you really just say
games.
Mario Kart 64? I was talking about Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but even then we were kids.
Were you even born?
Do you even born? Do you even born?
Yes, I was born before the N64. And not... Whatever,
Stop.
move.
Stop the hell up. Stop.
Mario Kart wins. End of story.
No.
Diddy Kong Racing was better.
That's a lie.
No, that's
Look how mad he is.
It's 100% true. Actually, I love Diddy Kong
That's like
Racing.
saying Crash Team Racing is as good as Mario Kart.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
100%.
and then most recently, so
I know.
they lost the heads of Criterion. Then they lost the head of PopCap, who did Plants vs Zombies. They're a big mobile publisher,
and they just released
these are my
Garden
tears.
Warfare.
Mm-hmm. And now they've lost the heads of Chilingo, which are the people that put out the original Angry Birds.
Next is Candy Crush.
Yeah.
I don't think EA owns Candy Crush.
I don't think they own
Yet,
King.
and then they will lose Candy Crush.
I don't think they own King. But yeah, this is like PopCap is the second biggest mobile games developer
After Zynga or whatever.
Oh no, I'm sorry. PopCap is third because it goes King. King actually beat Zynga because of Candy Crush.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
That's impressive.
yeah.
freaking Candy Crush.
No, I know Candy Crush, but still, like beating Zynga is an impressive
Yeah.
act just on the
Yeah.
sheer amount of games that they have that people
Yeah.
play a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have a lot of games, but King has one game that everyone plays.
Shows the power.
They have a bunch of games that I've explored all their various Bejeweled ripoffs, and they're all actually really good. King is really good about making games really, really difficult. That's what I like about King. Anyway,
Well, I
so-
mean, that's what makes a good mobile app.
Yeah.
Really.
What's that? It's really difficult, but you can pay to make it easier.
I got to like level 3 of Candy Crush, and I realized it was just based on random chance of what kind of drops you got, and I got bored.
It's not just random chance.
It's not just random chance. It does take like an amount of skill and knowing, finding stuff.
It's
and
like Call of
planning
Duty.
ahead, but it still comes down to what candy blocks you get.
Yeah. To a certain extent, yeah.
I play Road Candy Crush. I just get a bag of jelly beans and put them on the ground. I just start hitting it with a hammer. That's what I do.
Yeah. I'm playing Candy Crush.
Yeah, I'm playing Candy Crush.
That's like the most ghetto
And then you
thing I've
challenge your
ever heard.
friends.
Yeah, come here, Timmy.
Beat my speed at crushing candy on the street.
It just turns into you just hitting candy with a hammer on the ground.
That's
While
not,
people watch.
I don't know.
That's kind of fun.
Anyway, the last news story today is the most ridiculous thing I've read in a while. Let's just put it this way: the headline is Steven Seagal may run for Arizona governor.
No.
You just I just want to see the debate where he just judo throws the competition. He just does that wrist
To
grab.
be fair, Steven, he just gets thrown 80 feet.
Just walks over and snaps his neck.
Yes.
You want to hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah. He just like 13 pressure points and just drops the guy. Oh,
So this is the terrifying part about this.
Snaps his neck by flipping his wrist.
Apparently, this whole thing came out of a conversation with Sheriff Joe Arpaio, who, if you don't know who Joe Arpaio is, he is the quote-unquote toughest sheriff in America, and is according to who?
How do you gauge that?
Self-proclaimed.
Okay, I'm like, he just roll around every state and just beat the hell out of everybody?
You're just, who's sheriff in Denver? I'm a sheriff, and he just headbutts him into the ground.
Toughest sheriff in America.
Toughest sheriff in America.
Yeah.
And then hops on his chopper and drives to Aurora.
Yeah.
Who's the toughest sheriff?
He drives his chopper?
Yeah. No, yeah.
I thought he got a helicopter and drove it across the ground.
Yeah, he has a helicopter with wheels. He has a helicopter that's a motorcycle.
That's freaking amazing.
He has a motorcopter.
Yeah, motorcopter.
But look up Sheriff Joe Arpaio if you don't know who he is. If you don't know who he is, seriously, look him up. He's awful. He's the worst human being in the world. I hate
Toughest cop in America.
But Steven Seagal is part of his all-volunteer citizen, quote, posse. So, yeah, that's
Does the
that's
sheriff
the
guy
thing.
just run around beating people with a seal? Like he just has a baby seal in the club and hits people with it?
Really tough on prisoners and like
justice.
super tough on like drug crime and stuff. Like he's
But like by
So
himself?
you're saying he's like a character out of The Walking Dead?
yeah, kind of. Dude, he really is. Anyway,
Oh, it's okay.
anyway, so we are coming up on a break.
Stop in America.
When we come back, we will talk.
Motor chopper.
We'll talk about Pokemon versus Digimon. That's the thing that we're going to do today.
And we're gonna talk about the motor chopper.
It's not really a discussion. It's Pokemon.
Badass sheriff in America.
We'll talk
'cause
about
he just
it.
hits people with a baby seal. I just
We'll
made
talk.
that
We'll
canon.
talk. Anyway, we'll be right back here on the Mouthwash. I'm the Gnome.
This is Aggro.
Fasa.
That's Fasa.
We'll be right back.
This one is Fasa, the one that I'm poking in the face.
We'll be right back. Make sure to stay tuned. I hope you guys have a good, enjoying the show. And
Check us out on Facebook, hashtag Geekstreetsociety. Put up that picture of Guardians of the Galaxy.
If you're not on YouTube already, go search for us at hashtag GSS Mouthwash. That's where you can watch us on the live stream. Go check it out.
If you want to comment on the show, you should call at 1-855-303-GEEK. That's 1-855-303.
4335. 1-855-303-4335.
Wingman's so mad.
He's quite excitable this morning. Yeah, he doesn't like dead air.
I whispered it.
What did I tell you about dead air?
You smack me, it's on and popping. We'll be right back. Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS.
That was out of sync.
I don't care.
It doesn't
I
matter.
kind of care.
Do what I want.
I don't know what's going on.
Doing it live. Toughest sheriff in America.
Motor chopper. That's just the most amazing thing.
Motor chopper.
Hey, hold on. Will you do that one more time?
Do what?
The toughest cop.
At the same time?
sheriff in America.
All you guys should do it together.
Okay.
Just countdown?
Yeah, good. Whenever you want.
What are we saying?
Toughest sheriff in America.
Okay. Toughest sheriff in America.
Motor chopper.
It, like, the propeller just
Okay.
spins for no reason.
So 3.
Toughest sheriff in America.
Mouthwash.
Mouthwash. Roadhouse.
That was awesome.
Did you really just cut it?
No, I recorded that.
Okay. I was like, what?
I'll make it into something later.
Got it. That's fine. Badass 90s cartoon of it's a dude who's shirtless and just kicking people in the head, just driving around.
just headbutts people.
Who's sheriff? I'm a sheriff.
Almost. He just goes, and he's just out. Oh. You have 3 watching. And one of them is you.
And one of them is Yoko.
So no one's watching.
Desmo was watching.
So you know what that means, right? That means, right? Resurrection. The old is done. The new me is reborn. See, this is the birth of something new. The swaggerland. Hey, Cole.
I gotta kill this one. I call it thirst burst. I'll be the hottest one coming out my turf. Whips sweeping through my head, make the serve. And my style fresh, so they call me sir. Blue diamonds make the woman wanna call me smurf. Skinny jeans make the wanna call me jerk. Where's unemployment at? Put these rappers back to work, cause they ain't with me, so they pockets hurt.
Yo. So now maybe you got an idea of what this shit is, right?
Pepper's following.
This is the beginning of something beautiful.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Why does this cost 8 mana and it's a 4/4? That has a cumulative upkeep of 1, and that's all it is. Yeah.
Are you suffering from target jitter? Having trouble controlling your reticle?
It's -1/-1 every time
Turn
it
that
comes
into
into play.
Reticle
And it costs 12 mana.
It's a
This is so
non-obtrusive
strong.
to your television and won't damage it. It helps
It's
improve
so
target
black.
jitter,
It's so
eye muscle memory,
unbelievably
and
black.
KDR. It's available for sale now at Geekstreetsociety.com. Just click on the store
Tower
link.
of
It comes in
Fortune.
3 sizes: sniper, ambush, and firefight for any size TV. Side effects may include awesomeness, kill streaks, and the adulation of your peers. Reticle. Stop taping shit to your screen.
Hold it.
Gaming is a sport.
Hold it.
Training is a must.
Hold it.
Reticle is the tool.
Release!
I'm releasing.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Just the sound.
Since you are reluctant to provide us with the location of the rebel base, I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of
Geekstreetsociety Radio.
Woke it up by shoving my short sword up his ass.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
That is wrong. You're far too trusting.
Geekstreetsociety.com.
Hello, GSS. This is Fasa.
Hey, geeks, this is Aggro coming at you for your morning show, The
Oh
Mouthwash.
no! Oh
Hey,
no!
geeks, this is Fasa. You can catch me every
I'm
weekday,
dead
7
serious.
to 10 here on Geekstreetsociety.com on the Mouthwash. Check it out.
Hey, nerds, if you're not listening to Mouthwash weekday
man.
7:30 to 10 a.m., you're doing it wrong.
He's,
Don't
there's
give
a
a
dangerous
crap.
prince of rape.
Mouthwash.
Every weekday
Yeah.
from 7:30 to 10. Check us out on Geekstreetsociety.com. Yes, 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 GSS.
Gnome don't give a frack. Mouthwash. It always makes me warm and happy inside to know that I'm a T-Rex.
I mean, you know what? I think you're okay.
Yeah.
I'd be
With a
okay with that
fancy
too.
ruff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks fancy as
No,
hell.
he's the
about to
mega.
bite the shit out of you.
He's the mega evolution of a Tyrantrum.
Mega Tyrantrum.
Because that's what we need.
The gnome.
I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome.
They can see you.
I know.
Oh.
The T-Rex of the sea.
He's usually not that active, actually.
That's true. I'm usually, I'm the dry, sarcastic one, but I felt like T-Rexing because people could see me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I'm a T-Rex.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
T-Rex, T-Rex.
Thanks for joining
T-Rex,
us
T-Rex,
on the
T-Rex.
Mouthwash.
Hope you guys are having fun. It's going to be
Yeah.
back. We missed you guys.
Yeah, It is good to be back. So we finished up with the news last segment. But we got into an argument that we're going to
It's
settle.
more like Aggro was talking shit.
That's true.
I was just talking truth. I don't know what you're
You
talking
were
about.
talking crap.
shit.
Crap about Digimon. And
Digimans.
And while I will admit that Digimon is a straight ripoff of Pokemon, and while I will admit that all of the Digimon games are inferior to the Pokemon games, the Pokemon cartoon was terrible, and the Digimon cartoon was way better.
It was. The movies were cooler, too.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that just on the sole fact that they have
say Team
Digimon
Rocket.
inside of them and they don't have Pokemon inside of them. The sheer fact of the Pokemon anime having Pokemon in it makes it better, regardless of animation quality or dialogue.
See,
or
you're an idiot. all those things you're naming are the things that you bitch about the most.
Exactly.
The most.
That's how strong the Pokemon game is.
We're not talking game, we're talking show.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like game.
You're making this painful to talk about.
Yeah, you're making
Stop it.
It's not my fault the Digimon sucks so hard.
They didn't. It's just okay. No, they did most of the time, but the one time.
Okay, they did most of the time.
But the one time was the show, and the show was awesome. It was just a better show than the Pokemon show.
I like the Pokemon show.
The Pokemon show breaks Pokemon canon.
Yeah, it's corny.
Double team's an attack. That doesn't make any damn sense. Tail Whip is a freaking attack. And Pokemon can learn 90 moves.
Admittedly, the reason I like the show is because
moves.
It's corny, and Brock calls Obasubi donuts, so that's why I like the show.
Wait,
For those of you who don't know what Omusubi are, you know, if you watch manga or anime, it's those triangle rice cakes with the sort of strip of nori or seaweed on it. That's an Omusubi. They usually have meat in it of some sort, like fish or
Pretty
a
tasty.
bean paste or something. They're tasty. I love them. There's a part in Pokemon in the first season where he calls them donuts in the English dub, and it's hilarious, and I love it.
Because that's what Japanese donuts look like.
These donuts sure are great, Ash. And you're like, those aren't donuts.
Those aren't donuts. You son of a bitch.
Why are you
doing
You're
this?
supposed to be a cook. What is wrong with you?
It's just Pokemon anime broke Pokemon logic all the time. The first episode says there's going to be gold and silver, which just infuriated me as a child. I was playing Pokemon Yellow. Where's the rainbow bird? Where's the goddamn rainbow bird?
No, that's why Ash never ages, because he saw the Ho-Oh.
First of all, and so either because they suck at drawing aging, which is totally possible, or they're too lazy to actually age Ash, which is totally possible, or it's just a bad show, which is probably possible.
There are plenty of shows in which the characters never age. Nobody says that
Digimon
about Family
ages.
Guy.
Digimon ages.
Stewie doesn't age.
Yeah, you know, he's turned 1.
And people totally do say that about Family Guy.
I know.
He's turned 1.
Yeah, but no,
Once.
it's not as big of a deal as it is when they make it with Pokemon.
He's turned 1. One time.
You guys both look at the microphone?
What? I don't.
They've all aged
People-
1 year.
people
the
bitch-
entirety of Family Guy was 1 year.
How many episodes? How many episodes?
Or The
are there?
Simpsons, where...
People complain about that too. People complain about this all the time.
Digimon, they actually aged.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so your characters get older.
Check and checkmate right there.
Yeah.
better.
Character
Aging?
aging is
Yeah.
what sells the anime.
Aging
And
makes
they
for
did-
perfect.
And
anime.
okay, so you're saying there's no cool Digimon at all? Because I think some Digimon are actually cooler than Pokemon. Some Digimon, not all.
Generally, okay, so you get like a stupid baby one that turns into a dinosaur.
So you get a pre-evolution.
No, you get a baby one.
Right, so you get a pre-evolution.
Yeah, you get
I'm just making the metaphor of Pokemon.
Okay,
You get a baby
pre-evolution,
Pokemon.
which usually looks like some weird sort of
So you get
fetus-like goo Pokemon.
So like
goo
Asmodee.
thing. And then it turns into something completely unrelated. Like, I think the bat one turns into a cactus or a flower of some sort.
No.
Which was really
The
confusing.
bat one turns into an angel.
Yeah. Too.
I remember that there's one that goes from being something vaguely monster and fluffy-like to being a cactus.
Well, cactus start off as like little fuzzly pricks. No,
No, they don't.
yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They so do.
Cactus have flowers. Flowers and fuzzy puffballs with ears and, like, rabbit features aren't the same.
I fail to see your argument.
The point is, the evolution doesn't make sense. And then beyond that, it goes and, okay, then you have to digivolve them or whatever the hell, which they don't stay cool. If they even turn cool, they go back into being a lame version. It's like saying, yeah, I got a Charizard, and then it turns back into a Charmander, and you're like, yeah, it's cute, but now it's useless.
Yeah, you can totally just turn it back whenever you want.
Yeah.
It's just
No, keep going.
unnecessary
Keep going.
and not
Is that it?
good.
Is that all you got? Was that your
That's
ammo?
all Digimon has. That's all it has to offer.
I don't
and
believe
then
that.
their way of evolving things and making things cooler is making them less of what they were and just making them all into mechs from Gundam.
Okay, that's
So
one.
yeah,
That's one.
Yeah, we have a T-Rex. Let's turn it into a Gundam. Yeah, we have a
Metal-
little plant
Metal
thing.
Greymon
Let's
is
turn it
freaking
into
awesome.
a Gundam.
Metal Greymon's freaking cool and you know it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No.
Metal Greymon's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Nope.
I realized that doesn't. That's all I'm saying. Like that doesn't mean anything.
If you think Metal Greymon's awesome, you should call us at
Digimon
1-855-303 Geek. That's 1-855-303-4335. If you want to talk about which one's better, Pokemon or Digimon, call him because he needs help badly because he has a bad argument. But
I don't need a good one because Digimon's just bad.
No, it's not.
That's not an argument, though.
Again, we all agree that Pokemon's better.
Yeah.
As a game.
As a game.
I feel like you're just trying to defend Digimon for the sake of defending it, though, when it really doesn't have anything to offer.
I like Digimon.
I actually started watching Digimon on Netflix again literally 4 days ago. Ooh. I'm not even kidding. I saw that it existed and decided to watch it.
I would much rather watch the first season of Pokemon.
Well, because you're a fanboy.
And not even thinking that it's good. Just enjoying it on the fact that it's corny and bad. And that in itself would be more entertaining than Digimon. It would be. It's one of those, like,
Metal
bad
Greymon,
good
man.
things.
Metal Greymon.
My only real problem with Digimon is they're the little puffballs, the pre-evolutions for all of half an episode before they evolve. Mm-hmm. Like there's no build up to the Digivolution.
I'm a puffball. Now I'm a T-Rex. Now I'm a Gundam. It made so much sense.
It's a T-Rex Gundam.
No. In the other seasons, they just go into being Gundams. They're no longer even closely resembling what they were before. They just start slapping more metal onto it and trying to make it into a Gundam.
No, you're wrong.
Because they were so bad at trying to copy Pokemon that they had to try to copy a different series.
You're wrong. You're totally wrong. You're not right. You're wrong. This isn't true. This isn't possible.
That's true.
So
Digimon was awesome.
We're going to go ahead and move on.
You're shaking your head because you're in denial.
Digimon was awesome. Don't tell me the truth. I don't want to hear it.
At this point, we're going to move on.
Staple horseshoes onto it.
Staple horseshoes. Yeah, because yeah.
I think this has gotten unproductive.
I just say Digimon's awesome. You should call in and tell us if you think Digimon's better than Pokemon.
Yeah, you should just tell us that.
Nobody's going to call in and say that.
Or if you want to call in and say Pokemon is awesome, and then the phone.
Everybody knows that.
Still call in.
Still call in, but talk about something productive.
So it just calls it. Digimon's awesome and just hangs up. Thank you, guy. Thank you.
What's your name? I will find you.
What are you, Zod from Man of Steel? I will find him.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah. I do want to talk, because there's a bunch of stuff coming out in 2014.
This year that we are currently living in.
Yeah, because we're now in 2014.
It feels weird doing that.
It's
unless you're listening from the past.
That's what? I don't.
Which means that you somehow.
We could have temporally displaced listeners.
I guess that's possible.
Hey,
I'm not going to exclude them from
everyone.
I'm not going to exclude them from the mouthwash love.
We care to everybody.
Thank you, people listening in the past.
Or we could have listeners in outer space in the future, where these radio waves aren't reaching them until 200 years from now.
So
yeah.
So when we all die a horrible death.
Yeah. So
and then in the future when they
I'll be alive.
No, you won't. And so when it hits that society, and then because this show will eventually stop just because all of us are going to be dead at one point, then they'll be so angry that they'll invade Earth. So we'll be the eventual damnation of Earth. I'm about that life.
I can accept that.
Okay, cool.
No,
sorry, Earth.
When we all die, they'll just Tupac hologram us as a show.
Because we're that epic?
We'd been doing the show for so long at that point that we had said almost every word in the English language, so they can just cut and paste together shows of new content that our loyal fans.
The fact that our show said Radagast.
And for the record, apparently we are now as epic as Tupac. That is a thing. That is official Mouthwash canon.
If we've got beef with
remember,
P.
we have beef with P. and Suge Daddy's going to kill us. Thus, we are Tupac.
Yeah, well, all that makes sense.
Oh God, what have we done? Baseball bat.
Get shot.
So. What are you looking forward to this year, Gnome? In 2014?
It's movies, man, for me. It's
all lots of good movies.
Captain America and Days of Future Past and
Spider-Man.
So many, Spider-Man 2.
Herder, man. As you like to refer to him as.
I'm a little hesitant now on Spider-Man 2, much more hesitant than I was before.
Why's that?
because they're shoving Green Goblin into it, and I don't know how I feel about that.
It's just to kill
My
Gwen
theory
Stacy.
is, he's just going to show up in the last 10 minutes to kill Gwen Stacy.
That's it.
That would be so good. I would love that.
Well,
because
because remember when we first started doing the show, that screenshot leak where she was wearing the exact same outfit.
Oh yeah.
In front of the bridge where she dies, we were like, "Oh, it's probably just a funny joke because Green Goblin is in the movie."
I got you, Gwen.
Yeah, and so now the Green Goblin's in the movie. Spoiler, sponge cake. Gwen Stacy dies
in the comics
from a neck snap because physics. Anyway, so Green Goblin's in the movie now. So it clicked. Me and Aggro were talking. We were like, at the same time. Oh,
but no, I don't.
She's dead.
I don't like that either because that.
You just said that would be awesome.
I've been thinking about it. It means that all the Green Goblin comes in and does is kidnaps Gwen Stacy. Spider-Man kills her. At the end of the movie, it's just Spider-Man with a dead Gwen Stacy and a vendetta. Like
that sounds like Spider-Man to me.
I feel like Gwen Stacy dying needs to happen near the middle of a movie.
No,
not right at the end. I really think that it needs to happen.
Why? Why do we need a happy ending?
I don't think we need a happy ending. Except that it's a superhero movie, so you need a happy ending.
No, I don't agree.
We can break the
not
tradition.
necessarily.
You know what? This is coming from the person who liked Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, Empire is the best of the Star Wars trilogy, but it's an established trilogy. This is not an established trilogy.
Yeah, it totally is.
It's a story.
They said there's going to be a third one.
There's going to be a fourth one.
Well, but that's not...
The Desolation of Smog didn't end on a happy note.
The problem...
I think that's fine because after this, you have Sinister Six. Mm-hmm. You have Spider-Man's biggest challenge yet.
Vengeance
he has a dead girlfriend.
No. The problem with that, that is actually the problem. If Green Goblin just kills Gwen Stacy right at the end of that movie, the movie 3 has to be Green Goblin and nothing else. It cannot be Sinister Six.
No, it can totally be Sinister Six.
It absolutely cannot be. It must be Green Goblin and
no,
nothing
it can
else.
totally be Sinister Six because it's just the world's doing against Peter Parker, dead girlfriend, and a whole bunch of guys trying to kill him. But that's totally Spider-Man.
But then it's Sinister Six and Green Goblin because Green Goblin can't be part of the Sinister Six. That'll piss me off.
No, he can be part of the Sinister Six. He's been part of it before.
When?
There's been several
He's like the head of Sinister Six.
No, not necessarily.
No,
usually
sometimes.
It's usually Doc Ock.
Usually Doc Ock.
But he has been in.
The traditional Sinister Six is Doc Ock, Rhino,
Electro,
Mysterio,
Sandman.
My favorite.
Sandman, and Scorpion, right?
Sometimes.
It's
either him or Shocker.
It's either Scorpion or Shocker.
Now, but I have seen incarnations where Green Goblin's been in it. I've also seen incarnations where he's leading it. And then again, maybe it's Green Goblin, and then Norman Osborn decides to hire the Sinister Six to help the Green Goblin. There's a lot of ways you can do it. Because Green Goblin likes to mentally mess with Spider-Man, not so much fight him.
I just have issues. I have issues with if you want to really subvert it, have Electro be the one that kills Gwen Stacy.
That will work too.
That would be okay with me. Like that, I would be okay with that. I would like Green Goblin to show up and have almost no effect on the movie. I would like him to be in an end
we
credit
already
scene.
get the scene of him swinging around and punching him in the face.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I think Rhino is going to get handled relatively fast.
I think Rhino is...
So if the movie's really just Green Goblin and Electro, Rhino is not going to be a big part of the movie.
I think it's
until 3.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is, like, I'm pretty sure Rhino is just like the first couple minutes, and it's just the initial intro is he's fighting Rhino, and then he saves Max Gargan. That's
right.
Or is it Max Gargan? Max Gargan is
That's
Scorpion.
Max Dillon.
Max Dillon. Why
are
why have so many Spider-Man villains named Max?
I don't know.
It's like Flash and Captains. I don't.
Right.
Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold, Captain Crazy. Oh wait,
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Wow, that's a villain right there. Making kids fat and not able to go to bed for.
No, he just destroys the roofs of their mouths.
That's where I was going to go. He will pry your jaw open and just cut the roof of your mouth.
That's actually kind of...
That's terrifying.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's a man.
That sounds like
Admiral.
That sounds like a Finnish folk troll. Like, to scare children. You better be good, or Captain Crunch will sneak in your room at night and scrape the roof of your mouth open
with glass candy.
So do the dishes. Okay, Mom. Clean your house in, or Captain Crunch will destroy your mouth.
Pause.
That sounded so terrible.
Pause.
In so many ways.
But me personally,
my childhood growing up in the Alps
was a man sneaking into your room and destroying your mouth.
Not a man.
I do want to hear what you.
A demon.
I do want to hear what you have to say, Fasa, but we are coming up on a break, and I want to give it the time that it deserves. So when we come back, we'll talk more about Amazing Spider-Man 2. We'll argue more about Amazing Spider-Man
and then
2.
other movies that we want to see.
And then we'll talk more about movies that we want to see in 2014.
And I'll try to get that out of my head.
And then I think tomorrow, because we'll be on movies for the rest of the show. Let's be perfectly serious about this. We'll be on these movies for a while.
Well, I have my comic book question to propose as well.
Okay. Well, we'll talk.
We're talking about comic books.
It's going to be a great show. Stay tuned is what we're saying. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
And I'm the gnome.
That's Gnome.
I'm pointing at myself.
We'll be right back. Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS.
KGSS.
Here on the Mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
Mouthwaffen. Mouthwash. Das Mouthwaffen.
It's Krampus time.
It's not.
I feel I'm going through changes, life rearranging. I'm just glad that I'm here. It's a new year, save me. Time won't change me. Doesn't mean my problem disappear. But life might change me, but I remain the same. So don't discourage me for seeing life more clearer. I haven't changed the way I view life. I just seen a bigger picture. Take your time, think about it. Life full of choices, so don't take it if you doubt it. I'd rather go back to the old time. It's better than here. It's a new year. I'm glad I made it. So I'm not here. And I'm going through phases. Life keeps changing.
But it will not change me. Going through these phases and very strange hyperboles. Gotta get my right, make sure to click right while fade away off thin light. When the bag is good and the road turns right, what's your explanation for the new life? So many of my homies I lost here, like Big Mom and Hard Head. One day you said you disappear. The next, Lord, lift these burdens off my chest. Fake fans, they change so much. I'm afraid to perform with a Teflon vest. Too many
different type of stages.
Lyrics, I'm flipping through these pages, and I was kinda loud, hoping that I make it. Copy and paste this, then it's back off to the basics. Tick tock, tick tock, tick 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 tock, tick 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 tock. Life keeps changing. Tick tock, tick 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 tock, tick tick tock.
It's a new year. I'm just glad that I made it. So nice. And I'm going through phases. Life keeps changing. Tick tock. And I feel that I'm fading. Tick tock.
Long roads and heartache. I seen a lot of heartbreak, but how long can I live up in this game? I done lost faith. See some seasons change, I remain the same. A lot of people wanna wreck my name, but I never change. I just keep it pippin', keep it kosher. The boja is on my shoulders. The world see me getting older, but you know what? I won't slow up. I never bow down. Hold my own, stand my ground. New year, new phases, and I'm still going through changes.
changes, life rearranging. I'm just glad that I'm here. It's a new year, save me. Time won't change me. Doesn't mean my problem disappear.
Right now, you're hungry. I can see it all over your face. There's only one place to go fix the legendary hunger you're feeling, and it's Legends of Aurora Sports Grill. The smell of crunchy calzones, hand-tossed crispy pizza, buttery garlic bread paired with signature spaghetti sauce and meatballs, and it's all better than Nana used to make. With everyday specials, Legends of Aurora Sports Grill can cure that legendary hunger. Conveniently located on East Islet, just off of 225 in Aurora. Come down for Ladies' Night every Thursday or karaoke on Saturday night. Legend of Aurora Sports Grill. Legendary.
In a world of internet radio, there is one station that stands out above the rest.
May the force be with you.
Yes, yes, yes. KGSS. You are listening to Geekstreetsociety.com.
Wait, man, Gnome's asleep. Wake him up.
Wait, what?
And good morning, this is Mouthwash.
I didn't realize how close we were to the sun.
Well, that's all right. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome.
You should really change your Twitter name to
Did you mention the city? Apparently, Weekday wants us to talk about.
You bring him into this.
I blame him. He can be dead. But he is dead. That's Mouthwash canon. But
he can be double dead.
Dead to the max.
There you go. I always drink a drink called Double Dead. Double Dead.
Yeah, that just happened. Welcome back to the Mouthwash.
To the Mouthwash.
To the Mouthwash.
It's true that I am double dead.
You are double dead indeed.
Oh, and then I fell on sticks, so I'm triple dead now.
No, you were like septuple dead. You've died several times before that.
It reset this year.
It reset.
Oh, okay, yes. His death count's
His
death zero.
I'm a strange ethereal time being where at the beginning of every year I kind of come back to life and then
reset all of your death counter.
Reset, and then anytime I die during the year resets my death counter.
Yeah. It's like the
no. So if you die, you have 1, and then we'll keep track of how many times you die this year, and then next year it'll be reset to 0.
It's like the number of days since accident
right now I'm at 0.
thing.
Yeah, it's the number of days since an accident.
Yeah, the number of days since an aggro death has occurred.
It's about to be 1. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome. And we're back here on the Mouthwash.
Good to be back. So we are talking about our thoughts and speculations of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a movie I'm very excited for.
Here's my problem. So, my problem is Venom.
He's not in the movie. Problem solved.
That's not. You know where I'm going.
I was just wanting to be. Damn it. I just want to be you for a second. It's awful.
No, that's fair.
My soul has been
just for once in my life. I wanted to be you.
Your hand's very warm, by the way.
I exude a lot of heat because I don't have any body fat.
Oh,
which is also the reason I don't get cold, or I get cold really fast because I can't retain any.
So you're
heat.
like a woman.
Yeah, heat just exudes off my body all the time.
By the way, ladies, do me a favor. Stop sucking the heat out of our bodies, please.
Okay.
I'm just saying because it's like as soon as women get around a warm man, they're like, oh.
Oh, look, I have terrible circulation.
Yeah. Just sapping all of my strength. And not in the fun way. But anyway.
But no, so Venom. Venom is my problem, and that's in in Spider-Man 3.
That didn't come out, remember?
Whatever, this retconned piece of garbage.
He is no longer in a gaming mood.
As much as I love you, Sam Raimi, that was terrible.
I don't blame Sam Raimi. I blame whoever made the decision to shoehorn in Venom. That was a fine movie if it was just Sandman. Honestly.
Well, first of all, the problem is that you should never movie with Sandman.
No, Sandman
was the best part of that movie.
Sandman was the sad part to me.
Sandman was awesome in that movie. Like he was terrifying.
They took Sandman and they made him cool.
Yeah, they did very good things with him.
Sandman.
That's fine. You can hate him all you want, but he was actually good in that movie.
They gave him an actually interesting backstory.
Right.
They showed off some cool, pretty special effects at the time by making him. They had some cool scenes showing off his capabilities with his powers, and he just kind of got pushed off to the side. They could have made him just had that movie be based around Sandman, and it would have been fine.
Sandman was not. I didn't think he did a good job. I thought he was really bad acted. I didn't enjoy him on screen. I was waiting for him to not be on screen. I didn't enjoy him in the movie, and the actor is fine. Like the dude who played Sandman was fine, but I just thought he was so. I gotta save my daughter. I have to save my daughter, so I'm gonna just kill people with Sam. Or you could just
so
make diamonds out of shit.
So what you're saying is John Q's a bad movie?
I've never seen the movie. But
because
anyway,
that's just Denzel Washington trying to save his son. I got to save my son the entire time.
But he's not Denzel Washington, so you don't get the cool factor of him being Denzel.
So we each get our own Digimon argument this show. This is awesome.
I mean, despite the fact, is that also Spider-Man 3 had a lot more problems, and I can agree with you guys that shoehorning Venom was not a good take. I just don't think Sandman was good either, and neither was the new Goblin. Is like you should have
so unnecessary.
Yeah, a lot of things in that movie just did not need to be a thing, and I thought the only redeeming factor of that movie was Black Suit, and they should have ended it with like, oh look, Venom end, because you know why that works? Because the comic book. Oh look, Venom end, and then you didn't hear about anything for like 5 years, and then Venom pops up. We kill Spider-Man. And like, oh, I forgot that thing was alive. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. That's how it should work. But anyway, no, I'm getting your point.
No, my point is, they shoehorned Venom in, and I whether or not you like Sandman, I liked Sandman in that movie. I thought Sandman was a good choice because he's super powerful. He's way more powerful than Spider-Man.
Sandman is one of Spider-Man's more powerful villains, just on
power set.
Power set, yeah, you know,
on sheer power level, he's ridiculously powerful. But that aside, sort of Sandman, that whole argument.
I would say Electro is up there too.
Aside, yeah, well, kind of. Electro.
When Electro is at his most powerful,
yes. Ridiculous.
He can. I mean, he starts off being able to just shoot lightning, and which is in itself a very powerful thing, and skate on power lines. And then he goes to the point where he can transform into electricity, and single touch will pretty much vaporize anybody. Like, he just can't touch people because he's
at that
made
point,
out of.
He's ridiculous.
Billions of volts of electricity at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
So that Electro is truly terrifying, and Spider-Man knows it.
So all of that aside, they forced Venom where he didn't belong. I'll make Robin Thicke joke,
but,
whatever.
Yeah, I was like, Venom can fit anywhere he wants.
But no, that's a fair.
And so
that's fair. That's true.
And so my concern is that since we have Rhino, and I agree that Rhino will just be the first couple minutes, maybe the first 15 minute of the movie. Is
he'll be there, but
he'll fight Rhino.
Watch him be the central villain of this movie, though. Like, we talk all this shit about Rhino, and then.
If you're done right, it'd be a good movie. I just don't think that's a good idea because Rhino is like Sandman, except not as powerful. So you don't even get the coolness of
Rhino's even just closer to like Ironhead.
Oh man, I forgot about Ironhead.
Yeah. The Spider-Man villain who headbutts things.
Yeah, no, that's Hammerhead is his name.
Hammerhead.
The guy with the iron blade is the gangster.
That's his superpower. He fell on his head as a kid and got surgery. That's his superpower.
Well, that's like Kick-Ass.
I just want to draw that picture of a baby hitting his head and then flattening it out.
He's discount Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Instead of his whole body, he just got his forehead.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awful. Yeah. Spider-Man's like, oh, it hurt.
Oh man, that's awesome. But no, my problem is that you've got Rhino, and I don't expect Rhino to be very much of the movie, but I expect Rhino to be there.
Yeah.
And then Electro's your main villain. It should be. The problem is that, like, with them showing this fight between Green Goblin and Spider-Man, we know who they're gonna fight to a certain extent, and I worry that it's just gonna be like the last half hour of the movie is just gonna be Green Goblin, and it's just gonna be Venom all over again. That is my concern.
That's fair. I think Goblin's gonna be more of a middle thing, and I think Goblin will be. Honestly, he might just be defeated, or he may be pushed into hiding, and Spider-Man maybe just jack his ass up because he's not Norman Osborn. Mm-hmm. It's Harry, which is weird. Firstly, I mean that Harry Osborn was the Green Goblin one time, and that was after. Mm-hmm. So whatever.
It's weird that he's the first Green Goblin.
That's weird to me, but whatever.
We see him very sickly, and I didn't notice this until watching the Amazing Spider-Man film, the first one, sort of the second time around. But the research that Spider-Man's father
Richard
and Kurt Connors were working on, I think it was called the Zero Half-Life.
Yeah, it's like yeah,
which I think is sort of maybe anti-aging or cell perfection kind of thing that they're working on, where pretty much your cells won't degenerate. Mm-hmm. And we see Norman Osborn kind of in this sickly state.
In the trailer, yeah.
In the trailer, which means that he's sort of cancer-ridden or in bed or something else, you know.
He has the anime cough-up blood disease.
Yeah, the anime cough-up blood disease, the Heisenberg cancer. But he's there, and my theory is that Harry Osborn is going to act more as sort of a Hob, sort of proto-goblin.
Yeah.
And then
it even looks
maybe
like
by the end of the movie,
we get a real Green
Norman
Goblin.
Osborn is going to get a hold of the sort of cellular perfection thing he needs,
which will turn him into a giant, jacked green goblin demon.
From taking, the progress of the lizard's formula, and maybe getting a hold of some of the research that Peter has, that his father left him, and then maybe coming back in full force.
See that I like. I like that idea. I like the idea that like Harry Osborn goes hobgoblin to try to steal.
Being kind of pressured by his father into doing terrible things.
Or maybe he'll, feel bad and he'll want to do something about it. Because I feel it's more like he's just being a brat about it.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's more of a middle of the movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio Jr., as I like to call his actor.
And so maybe he even figures out who Spider-Man is, because there's a whole scene where like, oh, they've been watching you for the past whatever. He's like, why? Is that the question of the year? Or whatever he says.
I look like DiCaprio.
A little bit.
He does.
I mean, I think it was a good choice to play Harry, but that's a different discussion. But I think it's more in the middle, and then after he has a resolution with Goblin, which could he be beating him? I personally think it's more like beating him into submission. He like goes and hides. And then Electro comes out. Electro is the end of the movie, I feel, because you have that big scene in the trailer where he's like flying through electric towers, and there's the whole thing with Madison Square Garden.
I don't know. It's hard to put a pacing to this movie because there's so many villains. Like, we had this...
And the trailer's very explosion! And so, when we get more trailers...
Explosion!
That one, by the way, I just want to say, no matter what, the trailer is still freaking awesome. Oh, yeah. I love the trailer. But anyway...
I just like that shot with Electro where he's going... just standing there...
Yeah.
But that's okay. After Earth had a good trailer, too. Bringing it back.
And now we're here.
Tying it back in.
At least this one has Jamie Foxx in it, though. Jamie Foxx has a better track record as a...
Django! Anyway.
Jamie Foxx actually has an amazing track record.
He has such a good track record.
He's also an amazing singer.
Like, well, yeah, but... like,
I just want to watch Django again.
I thought you said Jago. I was like, not the same thing.
I hadn't really thought about that, but like Jamie Foxx has or at least is really good at picking projects. Like, he's a good actor, don't get me wrong, but
I think
maybe he has a fantastic agent that doesn't get enough credit.
I think that might be...
Watch him be his own agent. Like, oh, wow.
Well done, sir. You pick amazing... You make amazing choices.
Yeah. Which, as an actor, that's all you need.
Got a Tarantino movie in there?
Yeah, a Tarantino movie, won an Oscar.
He's a super villain. It's like just think
wow.
But either way...
You got a Tarantino movie and a Spider-Man villain. You're doing good.
That's... First of all, just pull those two cards out.
On top of Living in Color. You're doing good.
And Living in Color is enough to just start a career. But anyway...
Unless your last name is Wayans.
No, and especially if your last name is Wayans, because you have a job.
not anymore, they don't. And besides Kim.
Well, wait. I mean, what was the last Wayans movie to come out? I'll look up that later. Anyway, I'm excited for the movie. I know that they're probably not going to introduce a black suit until the next one, which
I'm suggesting a hint at it, sort of. They'll be in a lab of some sort, and you'll see some black sticky goo thing or something.
And then at that point, I will lose my freaking mind.
I won't, because I'll expect it.
I'll still lose my mind. Well, it was like, I mean, it's not like when we saw Wolverine, and there was just...
Oh, my God.
The ending of the Wolverine had me just have a... I
had a seizure.
I can't say the word on air.
That movie was totally worth seeing for the end credit scene.
Yeah. Which is saying something. By the way, the Wolverine was good, but the ending was just why you go see that movie.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
And that's saying something.
Yes.
Which is actually a very fair thing to say, because we were not expecting much.
After the first Wolverine Origins movie, I had rights to be, suspicious, okay?
What they did to Deadpool was unacceptable.
Yeah. What they did to that movie was unacceptable.
Honestly, what they did to Silver Samurai wasn't acceptable either. I'd walked out of that movie angry if it were not for the end credit scene.
The end credit scene can save the movie. So if The Amazing Spider-Man 2 has an amazing after credit scene, which it probably will.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I hope so.
Wait, did The Amazing Spider-Man have an after?
Yeah, that dude is in Kurt Connor's cell and says some creepy shit, and Kurt Connor's like, leave him alone!
Okay.
Leave that boy alone!
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, who the hell is that? And I still have no idea. I think I know who it is. I think it's Chameleon.
That's actually a good guess.
I think it's Chameleon.
That's a really good guess, yeah.
I really think it's Chameleon.
I kind of forgot about him.
Because the original Chameleon didn't have... He just would wear a mask and shit. So he had like the metal face.
He had sort of this weird... smooth face, and he just wore masks on top of it.
Did he always have a belt or something?
No, that's the cartoon.
Oh, okay.
But
But
anyway-
we're coming up on a break, but that brings us into a nice segue. We got to talk about Wolverine. So we'll talk about Days of Future Past, I think, a little bit when we come back. And we'll hit your comic book question
Time-jumping
as
Wolverine.
well, because we've only got about one, maybe two more segments, something like that. But we'll be right back. You're listening to The Mouthwash. Don't forget, check us out on YouTube. If you're just listening on Spreaker, check us out on the YouTubans. Hashtag GSS Mouthwash.
Just search it. We're at the top. Go do it.
Yeah, go.
We're live stream right now. This is all live.
Go there.
I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
And I'm the Gnome.
And we'll be right back. And we're talking more comic movies that we can't wait to see.
Yay.
So stay tuned and come back.
We'll be right back.
Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS.
KGSS.
Dustmouthwaffen.
Dustmouthwaffen.
Bye-bye.
I don't know why. I think I always call it that now.
Bye-bye now.
That's a thing.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Baba. Yeah, I think it's a million. And also, you see him in the that guy who's walking by, that's the same guy in the he's wearing the same.
Erase it from the tape deck, choke it with a capo, place it on a safe sex level, I would take notes. Soda pop and parasitic fermentation agent, I could escape it if I had the motivation. Save the power, two other avenues, a man in the streets. From average, I produce a cast and crew disaster physique. It's in my lungs and it's out the crushed.
My point is, my insect early warnings as a mistake. He's like, first of all, spiders. Early spiders aren't insects.
The tongue spread, butter on a brain set, foot up on the right path. Mike battle nightcap, might battle right into a right jab. Ice pack, fight back, freeze fear, flight path, full twist, both fists pushing on the post for the notice. Capture the trespasser, hurt, walking to the past to the best password. Sir, I want you to see me climb, find everything I set up when I went to draw the line. It was all fake, fall, safe. Pick up where I left off, better off hate. Now you know,
He's gonna head bash his way into the Sinister Six.
We're talking shit.
Spider King, Man King.
I totally got super strength. Just throws him to the wall. That was concrete.
Wait the weight of word and watch the world respond in emptiness. I cope in the throes of unapproachable. I bat and ask underneath the cloaks of bull. Late bloomer in the season of the outage. Close-knit bull. Crew, I don't doubt it. Ain't a problem if the kids are all on one. Stop criticism, not critical involvement. Practice of fashion, the cast, bit of black of a tad. Litter city, kitty litter, put your grass when the eyes won't open. Blame it on the catalyst and every white cane pell pass 11 javelin alongside all white elephants.
Peter! He just says it like that in two different movies.
Peter!
I was just watching Neverland the whole time, and all I could think about was Spider-Man. I was like, when is he gonna turn to the pirate? When is he gonna turn to Captain Lizard Captain Hook?
He looks like fucking Killer Croc or something.
I've been on that fame track, play it back, hindsight's blind. You can't make me laugh, cater that rhymes with wine. You can take
See, we all get to have our Digimon. You get to like the Super Mario Brothers movie. You get to
mission, full vision, bold, tip and slow,
get
tip and own. Will if it's a miss, I'll go.
mindlessly
It's
enjoy
about the
Denzel
principle,
Washington.
convoluted.
And I get to,
If you want to get it, I want you to
and I get to just hate it. Mindlessly. You're like, no, but the movie, it doesn't matter because it was Denzel Washington, not him. That's what I feel. That's what I feel
He's
about
just
the Pokemon TV series.
Oh, jeepers, I wish I could play video games more.
Well, Harry, does your internet suck?
Yeah?
Oh, we still need to watch metal.
Yeah,
Warriors
because
of
Daddy
Virtue.
doesn't come home anymore.
Well, Billy, you should check out Clutch Gaming Arena.
Yeah. What's that?
Why, Clutch Gaming Arena is Colorado's number
was it
one
called
mecca for
again?
esports and competitive gaming. With
That
over
sounds
50
like
PCs,
a
massive
Christian
gaming projector,
anti-sex
and a swelling
campaign.
sound system.
Like,
Never want
it
to
just
leave.
I'll never go home again.
Does it
You
not?
won't have to, because
It
it's
totally
delicious
sounds.
and
It sounds like a
tasty
Christian
drinks and
sex ed
Golly gee, mister.
Right, Sally. Check them out on their Facebook page or at clutcharena.com.
Yeah, they do.
My name is Jim.
Oh, this is the whole video. Don't do it.
We're the warriors of
Check
virtue.
out
We're going to keep
clutcharena
your
today.
soul clean.
Taking fire,
Yeah,
taking
it's an
fire.
anti-sex campaign.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Well, no, he
Christian
just said as a Christian. He said Christian sex
God,
video. I'm
this
like,
place
no, this
is
doesn't
so
exist.
clutch.
This is like,
No,
play.
they don't.
Don't do it.
Arena,
That's
because
it.
going
not
home
it.
is for quitters.
I find your lack of faith
It actually more like this. Today I'm here
From
to
having
talk about
sex ed classes in middle school
With the
and high school,
location
I
of
don't
the
think
rebel
they
base.
exist. Stop.
I have chosen
That's
to take
not
this
what the
station
video taught me.
home planet of
Geekstreetsociety.
Where is the rebel base?
I can hold it.
God's watching.
And what's he doing about it?
You may fire when ready.
How is he fixing this
You're far
situation?
too trusty.
This must be in his plan, otherwise he'd stop.
I'm totally serious.
Freaksons, I don't believe he does. Really? That's worse than that?
You just
I didn't legitimize it. I didn't legitimize it. I questioned God.
Being the original, it's about being a new adaptation.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Mouthwash.
Geekstreetsociety.com.
We're back, and I've removed my hoodie.
We were having terrible conversations during
No,
the
you just
break.
said something that's more awful than what I said on air, and you're not allowed to say it on
No,
air.
I'm not allowed to. I wasn't. But out of context, I wasn't saying it to justify anything. I was saying it to question something.
I'm just next time I go on Halo, I'm saying that.
Anyway, we're back here on the Mouthwash, and I'm going to talk so that we don't accidentally reveal.
I kind of want to say it.
No.
Okay,
Can I say it, Wingman?
For you Magic players out there.
Oh, okay.
No, for you Magic players out there, I'm going through the cards that Gnome got me, and there's a Wrath of God, which makes me happy.
Why is the moon?
One, it goes into the conversation we were having outside of the show, and two, I just like this card because it just destroys everything on the field.
Wrath of God.
Wrath of God is quite a good card.
I really don't like your creature token deck. Boom.
And this is what my God has to say about it.
Which God? The one that hates you.
That's just things that make you feel better. But we're back. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome. You're listening to the Mouthwash or watching it. Hi, people who are watching.
First time watchers. Hello.
Try to not go out of frame. If you're not watching, you can watch it on YouTube. Search for hashtag GSS Mouthwash.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Check us out. We're pretty cool.
Now. I'm watching us.
But we still haven't forgot about you guys
I'm
on
watching
Spreaker.
me,
So
watching you.
everyone on
watching
Spreaker and
me.
Tunein, we still love you. Thank you. But we're just, we're
Trying
growing.
out new things, giving you guys new
Fine.
options.
Yeah.
Exploring our bodies.
Oh, I knew you were going to go. I knew he was going to go there. I knew you were going to
Once
go there.
again, going back to our conversation off air.
Stop referring to it. Just stop.
Oh, no, we're gonna.
It was just funny. I
I'm
liked it.
gonna. But yeah, so make sure to leave likes and stuff and comments in the Spreaker chat.
We'll
and
put
the
links
Twitter and all
in
that kind of stuff.
the more info tab.
It lets us
later.
feel nice about like we're doing this for a reason.
Yep. Anyway, so we were talking. We mentioned the end credit
Days of
scene.
future past.
We mentioned the end credit scene of
the Wolverine.
Of the Wolverine.
Wolverine.
That movie had a good poster.
I keep wanting to.
It does have an actual really cool poster. It's really cool looking.
I keep wanting to pronounce Wolverine with a German accent, but it will end up with me saying a part of the female anatomy, which I don't think. The Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Okay, so for those of you who've not seen the Wolverine, which I say go see it, it was cool.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It was certainly better than the first Wolverine movie. I just probably would have been disappointed by what they did to the Silver Samurai if it weren't
that's
for...
fair. Anyway, but
Sponge cake of some sort.
I just they didn't do Silver Samurai right. That's really the sponge cake. But anyway, we're not gonna say what. Just go see it and be mad. That's weird. Anyway,
Not that Silver Samurai is a hugely important Marvel character, but they still could have been more faithful, and the movie would have been just as good or better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it would have been better.
But either way, so the I guess sponge cake 3, 2, 1. The ending of the Wolverine is Wolverine's in the airport and he feels like a sense or whatever behind him when he goes to pop his claws and it's Magneto, which has got his powers back from X-Men 3 when he got darted. So he's got his powers back and he's holding him still. And then if you look in the background,
Well, it's not
people
just that.
stop
Yeah,
moving.
everybody
I'm
stops
sorry, X-Men
moving,
3?
Right, I'm sorry. In the concept art for X-Men 3 that never came out, he gets darted, loses his powers. But anyway.
Disclaimer here on the Mouthwash, we claim that movies that we hate and were terrible just never existed. These include
Indiana 4.
X-Men 3, Indiana Jones 4, Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
These are the retcon movies, just for those of you
The
not
first Hulk
familiar
movie.
with Mouthwash canon.
God,
The first Hulk movie is on that list,
Yeah.
too.
Oh God, yes, it is.
One day we will talk about the list of movies that
Second
never came
Punisher
out.
movie.
Is Daredevil on that
Wolverine Origins.
list? Wolverine
Daredevil.
Origins. That never made it out of like...
Electra never made a
Electra
past
never
proposal.
Electra never happened.
Yeah.
So, in the movie...
Digimon was a joke that somebody told their kid.
So...
I just had to throw it out there because
the people stop moving, and then it cuts to Professor X saying, something Gandalfish, and then the movie ends. So, which leads to the new movie coming out this year, Days of Future Past. And Days of Future Past is looking really cool to me.
Oh no, it looks
time jumping Wolverine.
Yeah.
Basically, they
we've
send
got Bishop
Wolverine to the past to
save the future
because Professor X can still talk to Wolverine in his brain, even though he's in the past. I don't actually understand how the.
Because Professor X, shut the hell up. That's
how
really
some of this works.
I have to tell you about the future.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I just made it Back to the Future X-Men reference.
I hate my friends. Anyway, so the trailer looks really cool. I just love how you have the guy who played Professor X in First Class talking to Patrick Stewart. And he's like, "We need you to believe again." And I'm like, and Patrick Stewart says that.
But it's the 70s.
It looks really cool.
But nah, man.
But nah, man.
Nah.
I can believe his disco will never die.
Disco will never die. I'm Professor X. Woo! That's not what the movie's about. But
that would be amazing.
In the future, there will be a war. Minnie will die. Oh my God, is Earth, Wind, and Fire okay?
That's
Are the PGs safe?
That's the synopsis of Days of Future Past. And then Deadpool.
Tell me Giovanni Giorgio is all right.
Oh no. oh no.
Oh no.
Diana?
Donna Summer?
Is Shaba okay?
Are you okay?
Oh, at least the royal family's all right.
Oh wow.
Safe in a secluded.
Wait.
Safe
Wait.
No,
So
no,
we use the
safe-
actual death footage in the movie, right?
Safe and secluded away in a bunker with ABBA.
ABBA! Anyway.
Wow, I almost made a Diana joke when we were talking about Paul Walker earlier, and I didn't. I restrained myself.
But it showed up in
well, it happened anyway. I
YOLO!
Just like the Kennedys.
Oh.
Wow.
I was just saying, as if
Okay, wait. Just one more.
as possible.
If we do the 70s stuff and the grassy knoll Deadpool's there, I will give it a pass.
First of all, that happened in the 60s.
And if Deadpool's
there,
there, yeah.
he could be
Deadpool.
There. Yeah.
I understand, but my point is, you said if they do the 70s stuff and Deadpool is on the grassy knoll, well, that's not in the 70s, that's in the 60s.
It's Days of Future Past. Anything's possible.
Suck it.
It's Deadpool. He breaks canon.
He does break
possible.
canon. So, but either way, the movie looks really cool. It's going to be classic X-Men time jumpy bull crap. This is hard to be followed, but it's going to be fun and cool to watch. And it's really cool to see Hugh Jackman with little touch of gray on the side, because the only thing that makes him
getting old,
sexier.
Loki.
Yeah, getting old on me, Wolverine. Which, he's already old anyway. He's like, well, how old is he? 300-some years old?
Yeah.
Logan?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hugh Jackman.
No, Logan.
Logan's old, yeah.
He's like, what, 3? Yeah, Hugh Jackman's 300 years old. He still looks good. He looks real good.
I don't know if they feed Australians.
Yeah,
but-
wasn't he
Damn
born in like the
Australians.
French-Indian War?
Who, Logan?
Yeah.
No, Hugh Jackman.
They're so synonymous
Canada,
nowadays.
you know?
Yeah, he's born in Canada. Yeah, he's at least 300-some years old.
To Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Either way, so what are you looking forward to, Aggro, about Days of Future Past?
I'm excited for Magneto, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's...
We already
Ian
are
McKellen
the
is just
man.
great, and both Magnetos are great, and I'm just looking forward to some cool Magneto time.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
That's cool. And also, I want to see Ian McKellen with the actual correct-looking Magneto helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Not the one in the first X-Men movies that wasn't quite right. Because the first class Magneto helmet looks like the freaking Magneto helmet.
Well, yeah.
The magenta with purple helmet.
Yeah.
I like
shape
the
and
one
everything.
from the first X-Men movie.
It didn't look right. It doesn't look like the one in first class actually
It's
looks like the
classier.
helmet. No.
It's totally classier.
It looked like bad cosplay material. No.
I like it better than this is the Red Hood helmet with purple and some of the face part out.
That's a fair argument, actually. But either way, who's the guy who plays Magneto now? The current
Michael
the first class?
Fassbender, and he is incredible. Like,
Yeah, he did a good job in first class.
He did an amazing job. He's the reason that movie.
I liked
was
him
as
in
good as it
Prometheus.
was.
He wasn't Prometheus.
I always like android characters.
You liked a
for some
part of
reason.
Prometheus? It's like him and Idris Elba.
One part.
I liked.
One part.
Okay, Prometheus had a lot of problems.
Really? A lot?
A lot.
What's more than a lot?
Ice cold.
What? That's cooler than being cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got my question.
It had a lot of problems.
Straight up.
I still enjoyed the movie, just for it being
I just love
a
running into
Ridley
the
Scott
shadow of-
sci-fi movie, I guess.
I just wanted at the end where just the thing busts out of his chest. It's a
Anyway,
big wow.
I like it better when they're like, "Oh, look, it's the Promethean. It's the great alien that will tell us what this all means." And he just snaps one guy's neck and throws the other guy across the room, and then just goes on.
Oh, he's a brute.
No,
I want to bring
it's
it
this
back.
great
though.
advanced civilization. Let's watch the advanced being beat the crap out of everybody.
sorry for putting us on a tangent about Prometheus. But
all
what
connected.
were you looking forward to? You said you were looking forward to seeing Magneto again,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That's really all I care about.
Fair enough. What about you, Foster? What are you looking forward to in Days of Future Past?
I think, because it's Bryan Singer directing it again, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Which means that the dude who did the first two, which were good, is directing this one. So there's hope. But I really want to see, the interaction between both Xavier's future and past. I really hope there's a Deadpool joke somewhere. I really want Deadpool to pop up.
It's confirmed there's no Rogue. She got cut from.
Unfortunately,
I'm okay with
so
that.
still got the check though, but
Doesn't seem that necessary.
Go back to True Blood.
I mean, I've already
go back to True Blood.
I've already seen her breast. That's all I ever cared about.
Really?
That was from him. That was from
surprised with you.
Who are you anymore? Anyway.
Anna Paquin's hot.
I don't know. The
also,
gap tooth doesn't do it for me.
No, that's fair.
And we all get to have our Digimon argument. Anyway, but that's all the show is, just a circle of jokes. That's all this is. But I want to see
It's completely planned.
just Hugh Jackman be, just passing Wolverine. I think that's going to be really interesting to see him talk to himself. He's going to eventually be in the movie, like the double
course.
shot of the same actor in the same
We're
shot.
gonna have to.
Yeah. So I'm just
Runs in different directions. That'll be the scene. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
Just Bub. And they all run in 3 different ways. Just like,
That'd
Oh,
be
current,
amazing.
future, and fat.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So either way, Bryan Singer directing it is what I want to see the most. Is the fact that he's back in charge of the X-Men movies, because the first two were really good. I hope Beast in the movie, right?
Yeah, you should still be.
Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. As long as they have a cool Beast, as long as he's Lion Beast.
No.
Yes.
No, you're
Yes.
completely incorrect. But
Nope.
no,
Lion Beast.
90s cartoon Beast is the best Beast.
No, I said looking wise. I just wanted to look like.
Lion Beast is the worst.
Nope.
Lion Beast doesn't even make any sense.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, so I just want to say real quick, before we go to break, I want to say real quick, I'm just looking forward to Darwin rematerializing, because that's how Darwin works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? That's
That's how that
Anyway.
works.
Something
Anyway,
was going to completely destroy me, so I turned into particles because I'm Darwin.
but we're coming up on a break. We'll be right back here on the Mouthwash. When we come back, we'll be talking about whatever comics question you had. I don't actually know what it is, so we'll
So you should come back to find out what it was.
We'll find out what Fasa is going to ask us, and we'll be right back here on the Mouthwash. I'm the Gnome.
This is Aggro.
I'm Fasa.
He's doing weird finger pointing Vogue, and we'll be right back. Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS. Lion Beast is awesome.
No,
Yes.
no, he's stupid.
He looks freaking cool.
No, he looks retarded.
I don't like normal bees. It looks weird.
Beast is
Too pessimistic, reminiscing, roasting Garcia Vegas, just don't do swishes.
He's a blue naked Sasquatch. No.
We beat it. 2 a.m. and 2 seater.
No, he wears underwear. A loincloth would be cool. He wears fucking underwear with X belt. Because at least it makes sense. Why is he wearing Huggies? Shut the fuck up.
Rachel Beast is wearing fucking underwear. Is a white guy. That we're not talking about him. Obviously. Shut the. Lion Beast is the best. I'm sorry. Lion Beast is cool. It's drawn cool. Even that beast is better. What? That beast is cool. That's still Cat Beast. He looks awesome. That is not an owl. He looks like a cat. He looks like a beast.
This is our last segment. This will be our last segment.
Oh no. Why are you mad? Okay. Cat Beast is cool. Do you like Cat Beast? Yeah, I like Lion Beast. No, he looks weird. He looks gross. He just blew and he's a blue Chewbacca. It's not even no.
Chewbacca.
He's Bluebacca.
Chewbacca.
Bluebacca.
Taught some of us that chest hair was okay. All right.
So does Lion Beast. I'm not saying I love Beast. Huh? He's a mutant. He's supposed to look weird. He looks damn right. He looks like a beast. Yeah, he looks like a beast.
I like how I can just recognize
I know, that's why I do it. That's my only vengeance to the shit you do that makes me feel like and after that, you can end this all right now. Just end it. Kill me.
Stop being alive.
Are you looking up pictures of bees? Which verses? That just looks cool. Yeah.
No. Are you suffering from target jitter? Having trouble controlling your reticle? Worried about low KDR? Then ask the internet about Reticle Advanced Targeting Systems. It's a non-adhesive film that clings to your television and won't damage it. It helps improve target jitter, eye muscle memory, and KDR. It's available for sale now at Geekstreetsociety.com. Just click on the store link. It comes in three sizes: sniper, ambush, and firefight for any size TV. Side effects may include awesomeness, kill streaks, and the isolation of your peers.
He's prison bomb. His legs are still pretty fucking jacked. They're just small.
I just like the passion in that.
He's prison bomb.
Reticle is the tool.
Fucking beast. He has a PhD to kick your ass.
In a world of internet radio,
kicking your ass. I love Beast. He's my favorite X-Men.
that stands out above the rest.
May the force be with you.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't like you,
KBSS. You are listening to Geekstreetsociety.com.
Right now, you're hungry. I can see it all over your face. There's only one place to go fix the legendary hunger you're feeling, and it's Legends of Aurora Sports Grill. The smell of crunchy calzones, hand-tossed crispy pizza, buttery garlic bread paired with signature spaghetti sauce and meatballs, and it's all better than Nana used to make. With every
I just have a small
Legends
face
of
on my
Aurora
head.
Sports Grill can cure that legendary hunger. Conveniently located on East Islet, just off of 225 in Aurora. Come down for ladies' night every Thursday or karaoke on Saturday night. Legend of Aurora Sports Grill. Legendary.
I think we all need hats like that.
But anyway, this is the Mouthwash. Release the Kraken.
Release it. I'm a T-Rex.
I'm Fasa.
This be Aggro. And I do be
10
the
seconds,
the
mics
T-Rex
are coming on.
This is the Mouthwash. Now with more Kraken. Yarn.
Avast, it's time for the mouthwash.
And We have returned.
It's true.
Here on the Mouthwash.
On the Mouthwash.
Yes.
Das Mouthwaffen.
Das Mouthwaffen.
Das
I'm Fasa.
Mouthwaffen.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome. That's me.
That's him.
It's a me that I
We're
am.
back. This is the first show of the new year. Go us.
Yeah, this is
we just got done talking about which beast is better, and if you want to talk about which beast is better, that's Lion Beast, Original Beast, or even Fat Guy with really big hands and feet, Original Beast, or Gray Beast, any of the beasts,
or Ultimate Beast.
Yeah, or Ultimate Beast. If you want to comment on that, you can hit us up on the Facebooks and the Twitter. You can talk to us. You can leave a comment in the YouTube channel. You can leave a comment in the speaker chat, and just tell us and then also just tell us what your favorite X-Men is. Are you excited for Amazing Spider-Man 2? We didn't get to talk about but Captain America's coming out this year and talk about that. I know he really wants to see that really bad, and so do I.
Captain America has moved up in characters that I like since
That's fair.
sort of Avengers and stuff came
That's
out.
fair, yeah.
I really like the Captain America movie, honestly.
Yeah. It was Ultimates actually that did that for me when he's just a soldier. It's like, do you think this A on my head stands for France? Like, surrender? Surrender? Do you think this A on my head stands for France?
Oh,
that is a legit line from the Ultimates.
No, he's
It's
not. I'm
amazing.
dead serious. It made me. I'm proud to be an American. That song started to play in my head.
The reason I think I liked the Captain America movie so much is because it really reminded me of Indiana Jones in a lot of ways. It was
That's
like an
fair.
Indiana Jones movie, sort of.
Except with a vibranium shield.
Yeah. It was the same kind of action and film kind of shots in a lot of ways.
Was there a flamethrower square in Indiana Jones I didn't know about?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, thank you, Captain America, for giving me a flamethrower.
I don't know. I guess just sort of the pacing and the way it was written reminded me a little bit of it, too.
No, I think that's actually a fair argument.
I don't know.
Also, Chris Evans, I was actually surprised he did a really good job.
He did a
of
really
being
good
Captain
job, yeah.
America.
Mhm. He
I
made
like
me
him
like
more as
Captain.
Cap than
Yeah.
Human Torch. So
I actually knew that he would make a good Cap when I saw Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, right.
Because at that point I'm like, oh, that guy has range as an actor. He can do different stuff.
He can do
Okay.
different stuff, yeah.
Okay, he can probably be Captain America. But yeah.
So
what
and
was
he
his
did a
question?
really good job in Avengers. My
You've been
question is,
teasing it all show.
I have, because I'm usually not a tease, but I like you guys. So I want to tease. Anyway, the question is, and is it still possible to have an original superhero? Is it possible to have original powers? Is it possible to be an original character? Or has it all been done? Has it all been drained out before? That is my question I propose to you, gentlemen.
I think power-wise, yes, but character, no.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could say, oh, I have a character who wields fire, and it's whatever. Fire has been used since Greek mythology and probably before that. But before, so powers, I don't think so anymore because we just have superheroes and supervillains with such diverse and sort of all-encompassing powers. You can look at somebody like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and
Right.
essentially he can do anything. He might not have done it in the comics yet, but he has the capability to.
Right.
So power-wise, I think for sure. You can still do things in inventive ways, though. So you can say, oh, this character can only... I'm just going to use fire.
Well, like Pyro, he can't make fire. he
I'm
can
just using it
manipulate
as an
fire.
example. We can say, oh, we can have a character who uses fire, but the way that he accesses it or has to control it can be different. You can look at something like Avatar: The Last Airbender, for example.
Okay.
Where you say, oh, they have to sort of master a martial art to use it. That's an inventive way of saying we want to have people that have elemental powers, but use it in a different way. Stupid fake sneezes. I hate
But
that.
yeah,
Anyway.
that's fair. Versus
But yeah.
someone like the Human Torch who just does it.
Or, oh, he has an amulet that he has to charge by forgiving people or something. You know, that's how he
I
accesses.
forgive my father.
Yeah, you know. His power comes from recompense. I don't know, like...
He went from speedball to penance. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
That's what I'm saying. You know, just... I can't think of something that was like that, but I just came up with that.
Right.
And you can use
Or
that.
we have, I think a good example is like Pyro from X-Men. Like he can't make fire, he can just manipulate fire, but it's still fire.
It's like the Firebenders and M. Night Shyamalan's version of the...
I'm proud to say I've never seen that.
Don't. Please don't. For the love of all that is holy, don't do it.
I saw some concept art for it. I don't think it ever made it past that.
That's true. I saw that
One more to
trailer.
the list.
I saw that trailer where they were launching fireballs and stuff, but it was the same fireballs repeated over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed they never went past that.
Checkmate. Anyway, but
They just couldn't get the money for the budget.
yeah. So what about you, Gnome?
You know, I feel like every character in some way or another has been done. There's no such thing as originality.
So
Powers,
as per usual, they're on these sides for a reason.
Powers, however, I think you can come up with a new interesting power. It may not
Is
be
that opposite? Is that opposite?
That's
I guess so. Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
I was saying that you can come up with new characters because of backstory and how they utilize their powers and the world that they live in. You know, even if the ideas
Right.
themselves aren't completely original, it's the way that you compose them or how you breathe new life into them.
Right, I get what
and
you're
sort
saying.
of, yeah.
I get what you're saying. I just disagree. I think that because comic book characters are just literary characters to some extent or another, you're looking at, you can never make a new character. Every character has in some form or another been done. You may not have read the source, the original version of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not have experienced the original version of it when a comic book character, when you're creating a comic book character, when they're making it, they may not be cribbing off of the original thing that did it the way that they did it.
But it still existed
But it still
before you did it,
exists
yeah.
already. Like, it's one of those things that it's at this point, can any new characters be made? However, I think powers are where you can get interesting, especially when you're talking, like, you're right, Thanos can do anything, but his powers are like reality manipulation and like time manipulation and like, because of the Infinity Gems, where you can get a lot of oomph and a lot of power is in low-powered stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're talking about
Like
low
Spider-Man.
end,
I think like Spider-Man's a good example.
Spider-Man's actually reasonably high-powered.
But as compared to like other Avengers,
I'm
in the Marvel universe, he's fairly low.
I'm
powered.
talking like Jubilee.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fair.
I'm talking like the low end, bottom of the barrel. Like, you've got a crappy superpower. Like Black Canary. Okay, let's look at Black Canary. Black Canary's superpower is limited. Okay,
You can just scream
it can
high
be
pitch,
it can be powerful when it's used right, but the problem is she liquefies people's heads.
It doesn't have a lot of utility.
It doesn't have a lot of utility. It doesn't have a lot of control, and so she doesn't ever use it. And so instead, she's the superhero that has a power that she almost never uses, and instead chooses to use martial arts. Like, that's interesting. Like, if you give people those powers with those kind of limitations, you give them low-powered powers or powers with ridiculous limitations, like Black Bolt, who can't talk to anybody.
But to me, that
I was
seems-
actually gonna bring up Black
Okay,
Bolt. I actually was.
I want to bring up an argument against that, though, because to me that seems to be a development of character. Because their character is based around the limitations of their power.
Except that
their power itself isn't
Except that
actually
the-
being new or different. It's just the character surrounding it is.
Except that the character that that character, the character that has power but can't use it or chooses not to use it because of its downsides,
Like Black Bolt.
is a trope, is a thing that exists. Like Black Canary is tropish almost, like not within the comics world, but within the literary world.
Well, yeah,
like that kind of hero.
I acknowledge that, but I
but-
think that's unavoidable as much as the powers themselves being tropes.
See, now because
I'm saying that the way that you make the character interesting is where you can have originality.
But what I'm saying is that because comic books are a relatively new medium, superpowers are a relatively new conception. Like the way they were done, like there were beings that were super powerful, but the nature of superpowers, the way we know them from comic books,
Is new.
Is
That's new.
Is newer.
I suppose.
Like I
think what we're trying to say is like someone like Zeus is just powerful because he's a god versus Green Lantern.
Well, we had characters like Hercules, and they were represented in
That's different. I'm saying like
ways,
characters like
you know.
Green Lantern. My powers come from my imagination. That's new. A radioactive spider bite gave me spider-like powers. That's a power. That's not. He's a godlike figure. He was a normal kid who got superpowers, and the idea of superpowers itself is different. It's like, oh, I can do something that other people can't do. Even other superheroes can't do. Like, oh, I can do that and no one else can. Which
I don't know. What's your side of this, Fasa? We're coming up near on the end.
Well,
of the show,
I
and
came to this. I had this question because I was playing the Lego Marvel game, and those games are set up to like, oh, this person can do that, this person can do that one, and so there's web slinging characters and transformation characters, and there's the big block guy like the Hulk and Juggernaut and everything. And I was realizing, okay, there's a big roster, and I'm like, well, a lot of these characters are
pretty much the same.
But at the
Their
same
skin
time,
swaps, you know.
Their skins, but at the same time, I'm like, but all these characters are different.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where the question came from. I personally believe anything's possible. If you don't know you made something new until you make something new, is really what I think.
Well, right.
And it's more difficult nowadays because comic books have been around for a while, and we're kind of, I don't want to say we're reaching the end of any of this. It just comes.
I just want to say literature and art have been around for a while,
way longer, and and it's up to your imagination, and that's where the cool factor comes from. For me, at least, is that you have to be imaginative. That's the reason why Spider-Man is successful, is because Stan Lee was like, let's just have him have spider powers. No one likes spider powers, and that's why no one's done it before. That's where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And me wanting to be a comic book creator, I've had to face, like, okay, how can I make that a cool power? And you've talked about this before. Well, me and Aggro have before. And it's difficult, but it can be done. And that's why I thought Spawn was really cool, because he got his powers from hell. That was new to me, at least. That's why I like the Green Lantern, because that's relatively different for a superhero. That's why Batman's awesome, because he has no powers, but he's almost superhuman in a lot of ways. In a lot of other ways,
he has the best superpower of all: money.
Exactly.
Money.
But then the counterpart to that is like Iron Man, who is money, but he uses it for a different reason, and that's where the ingenuity is. So if you're ingenuitive about it, I can't put a limit on it. I don't know. My challenge to everyone out there in the interwebs is try to make a new superpower, try to make a new superhero. Try to do that.
I do agree with Gnome, though, that I like creating sort of useless or practically improbable superpowers.
Yeah, and that's
something that I like doing with my friends, too. We'll just sit down and I'll say, oh, let's come up with useless superpowers. Like, I have the ability to change the color of electrical outlets. Boop. Like, that's your superpower.
Right.
And
useless superpowers. The League of Useless Superheroes.
Yeah, and the one that got me, actually, I was thinking about it. I was sitting there thinking, but trying to think of what the last time I saw a new superpower, something that I hadn't ever seen done before, and that was Ex Machina, which was Brian K. Vaughan, who's an amazing writer. If you haven't read anything by Brian K. Vaughan, pick up Ex Machina. It's incredible. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But basically, the main character in that, he had the ability. Essentially, he had saved the world and then got elected mayor of New York. He stopped 9/11 and then got elected mayor of New York.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Like that.
To save the world.
Well, he
saved the American world.
I'm sorry. I remembered exactly what it was, but he was a superhero that got elected mayor of New York, and his power was he could talk to machines, and machines would do what he told them to do.
Okay.
As long as they had any sort of moving parts, like knives he couldn't talk to and things like that, and arrows and things.
But like a crossbow.
But like a crossbow, he could tell the crossbow not to fire. He could tell guns to jam. He could tell
that's cool.
Airplanes to turn around. That was.
I'm
not
pretty sure there's an X-Men character that has that sort of power.
So we've got technokinesis, people that can sort of control machines with their minds and that kind of stuff. But that limitation of the speaking limitation is actually something I've never seen before.
He has to actually talk to them.
He has to actually talk to the machines. If you silence him, he can't use his power. It's like Preacher. If you've ever read Preacher, Preacher does that to people instead.
Okay.
Which. Again, it's a similar power. It's probably
different.
But it's different, and it was interesting to me. It was the last time. Like I say, I don't even know if that was
still better
new.
than the ability to change pine to balsa wood. That's your superpower.
That is incredibly useful used properly.
Yeah, in certain situations. See, that's what I like too. Creating really generally useless powers, but that's the thing. Generally, in certain situations, they're really handy. I don't.
Yeah, I roleplay. I played Mutants and Masterminds a lot, and the last time I played Mutants and Masterminds, I was looking at the powers, going, I don't want to play any of these, so I'm going to take this movement power and give me the ability to use it on other people, and so basically I just dragged people down into the streets because I could move through objects, and I could force other people to move through objects, and I just left people in the ground.
Keep pride.
So yeah, that was.
I think we're coming to the end of the show.
Yeah, we are.
So I think just to wrap it up, you can hit us up on the Facebooks and the Twitters and the YouTube comments and all that good stuff.
On Facebook, it's #GeekstreetSociety. On Twitter, it's it's GSS.
It's at GeekstreetGSS.
At GeekstreetGSS. On YouTube, it's
GSS Mouthwash.
And stay tuned to that YouTube channel. Subscribe, because all kinds of cool things are on the way. So just prepare yourself. Epic is coming.
Indeed.
Get some Let's Plays and stuff up there.
Remember, if you want to leave comments about that's like if you're happy, what movies are you excited for 2014? You can tell us that. Are there new superpowers? You know, if you want to come up with a cool superpower, you can tell us that.
Leave it in the comments.
Digimon versus Pokemon, all that fun stuff. So anything you want to comment about, leave it on the YouTube comments down there.
On Facebook.
Or on Facebook. There's all kinds of ways to talk to us. Talk to us. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. And that's about gaming and stuff. So we have lots of stuff to talk about that as well. So just stick around at GSS. And later tonight we have The Fourth Wall. And that's the comic book show. It's going to be, it's just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's it for our first show of 2014 here on the Mouthwash. Join us tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning, Mountain Time, bright and early, here on the YouTubans, and also Spreaker, and also Tunein.
There's no reason you can't talk to us.
Seriously, there's so many ways to listen to us. Do it. Just come
simultaneously.
You're being selfish. You're being selfish.
And all this week we'll be talking about stuff we're looking forward to in 2014. We hit movies today, but there's so much more to come.
Titanfall. And on that note, I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
And I'm the Gnome.
This is Mouthwash. We're back, and you know you love it.
Thanks for joining us for our first live stream show.
Yeah. Well, I look awful. I didn't get to put on my face this morning. But
I will slap you.
As long as it's not on camera. Oh! yes.
KGSS.
KGSS.
This is the Mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
It's Krampus time.
You're already off.
They said put down the controller, pick yourself up, brush the dust off your shoulder. You haven't done anything for the last 2 days, dog. You're gonna go outside today, dog. I'm just gonna do my thing, even if it means that I do nothing, yo. I hold up my controller and I'ma play my game till.
Come back, let's play. Yes. All right. I'm gonna see if that was successful or not. Oh, my body. What?
These come with play mats, right?
No,
they don't. I was just gonna say if there was, it might help to teach it.
Oh man!
Showing the layout. I was gonna lay out the different kinds of cards, like creatures and mana.
One example of it, but it's hard to put it in words. Like, you know what you guys do in that joke where it went full circle, but then you explain the joke that it went full circle? Doing that is almost unnecessary. It's technically because our audience should listen to us enough to know that.